Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Locke.
With an E.
This is Alan. Oh, I just got a whiff. You're smelling very nice this evening.
Thank you very much indeed. It's great what a shower can do for a man.
I shall try one. Good to see you, Alan Ennis.
Thank you very much indeed. And boy, oh boy, do we have something special tonight?
I was going to say, what is this you got in your hands?
Well, it's the Tower VL100. It's launching here with us for the first time tonight. And 29.6 volts of power, up to 1 hour of run time. It's got the plush brush. It's automatic. And what that means is it senses how much dirt is on the floor and actually adjusts its own power without you having to do anything.
Wow.
Less power, well, you need less dirt, less power. By the way, you will also notice that just here, if I turn it that way, you have a digital readout, and that will tell you your battery power. It will tell you the mode that you're in, because we can also go into manual mode and adjust by having touch sensitive display and touch sensitive buttons just there like that. Also, it has something that you would tend to see on the much more expensive machines. Anti-hair tangle as well, anti-hair wrap on it. It is multi-cyclonic, HEPA 12, all of those amazing things, and I cannot wait to get in and tell you more about this.
It's even more HEPA.
Even more HEPA.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Basically, it's really good. This is the launch, brand new today, and we have a market-beating price. We've been assured by Tower themselves. Have a look at Tower Housewares. That's the obviously the Tower website. $149. Very.co.uk. $149. Argos, $150, Boots, $149.99, Asda, $139.99. The Shop on TV special tonight, $109.99, and you can spread the cost interest-free with your PayPal Pay in 3. If you just want to take this home right now for $38.98, then include your P&P. Just select PayPal as the payment method when you check out online only, and then make sure when you go to your PayPal account you select and you signed in and everything all signed up, that what you do is you hit Pay Later, and that will allow you to use, enable and apply for your PayPal Pay in 3. 631659. Really excited to show you all of the features of this incredible vacuum at an incredible launch price. But also on tonight's show, if you are quick enough, we have, ladies and gentlemen, the Tower Freedom pan set. This has been our most successful pan set or kitchen item to date. In fact, it's been one of our most successful items to date, full stop, period, the end. $84.99 for 13 pieces. But here's the thing, we will play out some videos of these being demonstrated later if we have time. We only have, every time we show them, we usually, about several hundred of you buy them. We only have a few hundred left, literally about 300 and something, and that's it, and it's the end of the line. It will never be made, this product again, it will never return again. This is your last chance saloon to buy this 13-piece non-stick set. You get an 18 and a 20 centimeter saucepan, a 24 centimeter and a 28 centimeter frying pan, a 28 centimeter multi-pan or saute pan, which is huge, and also a 28 centimeter wok. You get 3 lids, one for each of the saucepans, and then the 28 centimeter lid will go between your 28 centimeter fry pan, multi-pan and wok. 2 detachable handles. Yes, you can detach the handles, and also silicone covering lids for the saucepans. 10-year warranty on the handles and a 5-year warranty on the saucepans and frying pans and such, which you need to register with Tower. This has the superior black diamond non-stick, which is 7 times stronger than regular non-stick, and it's not just a coating, the whole pan is non-stick basically. The detachable soft handles, you can stack them to save space. They will work on all hob types, including induction, and you can use them in your Arga or your Rayburn. Dishwasher safe too. You will not be able to stick to these, anything to these that I'm aware of, certainly not food wise. There's the difference between non-stacking pans and stacking pans. By removing the handles, that allows you to stack them. It also means you can, when you've got lots of pans on the hob, you don't have the handles all getting in the way. And if you've got a heavy pan that you're taking out the oven, because these will go from the hob into the oven up to 230 degrees, believe it or not. Don't put the handles, just the pans, and not the lids either, just the pans. So it's your bakeware and your roasting tins, it's all the stuff for in the oven as well as for on top of the hob. It can then go to the table, and then if it can go to the dishwasher. In fact, you can even go to, if you want to store food, you you could, especially in the saucepans with the silicone lids, you can put it right in the fridge as well. 530956. We'll show you a bit of video later on just how good these are, but for now, have a look at what it would cost you if you were to buy them elsewhere. Tower.co.uk, we've got them for £169.99, or they have. House of Fraser, £169.99. Debenhams, £169.99. Wallace. .co.uk, £169.99. On buy, I've got the better price with £148.95, but as of 10:20 yesterday evening, so just a couple of hours ago, 84, those were the prices, but our price £84.99, and that's £30, and I missed what it was, 10p I think it was, on your PayPal Pay in 3 if you wish to spread the cost interest free. Here is what they look like in action. So we're going to throw some cheese in there. We've got some scrambled eggs on the go. Here's some cream, a little bit of ketchup. And these are almost, I mean, I would say almost impossible to stick any food to. They just resist. In Star Trek, they said resistance is futile. When it comes to these, no, it's not. It's very good resistance. So you don't have to use as much oil if you don't want to. You can reduce the fat in your cooking if that's important to you. It means you can obviously stir fry, you can fry, you can roast, you can poach, you can grill, you can saute, and you know, from the hob to the oven, whatever it is, you've got that amazing diamond non-stick. That Cerashore non-stick goes through the whole pan, so the whole pan is essentially made of the non-stick. So it can't flake, it can't crack, it can't come off. It's also PFOA free, so it's got none of the nasties in it. Comes in a great presentation box if you want to buy it as a gift. And I tell you what, if you want to get it, you've got to get it now. It's already flying out the door. Once that stock sells out, if it's tonight or in the next couple of shows, it's gone. These will not be coming back, guaranteed. That is the end of the line. Tower have stopped making them. So buy them now to get yours at that price. Okay, 530956, checkout, pay, and they're on the way.
I have the previous pans to those, the ones before those, and I love them. Use them
amazing, aren't they?
Daily. They are brilliant, genuinely brilliant.
Yes, yes.
Right, do me a favour, folks. Please stay with us because I have so much to tell you about this vacuum.
Yes.
One thing that people ask me a lot, and I check as well, is does a vacuum stand on its own? Well, this one has its own stand.
Woohoo!
Check this out, have a look. This comes with it. It is its own stand, and look, by the way, it even has a little place at the back for those extra tools that you get, and you put them on the side. If you do get extras, they will sit just there as well.
Nice.
It has its own stand, and by the way, when you put this into its fab stand, you will see here, and then what you do is you have your charging cable, which, by the way, has its own little place to hang just here, like so. So when you want to charge, you simply take it out of there and plug it in the top. But it goes even further, Rob, because you don't have to charge it like that. You can actually remove the battery and charge it somewhere else if you want. But I would keep it all around the same thing.
Yeah.
And I would be charging the whole thing together.
So a lot of these come with wall mounts, but not everybody, like if they're in a rented flat, they can't always drill the holes in the wall and things like that.
True that.
Yeah. Oh, but you get one of those as well.
This also comes with it, just in case you want to. Again, look at the place here for your tools. I'll just show you where the tools go. They click into place just here. One here, one on the top, and this is where it sits into on your wall as well. And it comes with the screws.
The best of both worlds.
It comes with everything. So no matter what you want to do, Tower have thought about it. They really are giving you everything. Two of those tools come as standard. We'll be using those throughout the thing. Now, even though it has anti-hair technology, none of them are infallible. So they give you this little tool here. Number one, it has a brush on it to clean your vacuum to get into awkward places. But it also has a little hook just here with a little blade in there, but you can't get your fingers in, that if there is any hairs captured around, it has the anti-hair technology, but they're not infallible. You can then push that into hairs.
Does that just go in the drawer, or is it
in the drawer somewhere like that?
Somewhere.
Exactly.
But yeah, now, brilliant.
Exciting stuff, okay?
Yes,
and I
is.
really am. Now, I always start off a show, Rob, by saying, for the money, this is what you get. This is $109.99, and wait till you hear the list of what this has, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to start off by coming here to the carpet.
Do you want to, should I swap with you?
Well, no problem at all. Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do is, it comes with a plush brush, it has got the lights underneath. Listen to the power, and it's not picking up anything now, but listen to this. Did you hear that?
Now, you didn't do that.
I did not do that. It did it. It figured out that there was dirt on the carpet, and then it figured that it needed more power, and therefore it upped the power. And again, what will happen then when you do that is your battery will last longer. This battery, 29.6 volts of power, will last up to an hour.
Wow.
What people normally do is, and this is what so many people do, turn on their vacuum and then start pressing the maximum button.
Of course.
And you'll just go everywhere on maximum, and instead of you getting up to 50 minutes, you'd probably get 20 minutes.
Well, I was going to say, most people don't necessarily know which power setting should I use. Well, now the vac will do it for you. It will decide for you.
Exactly, and it's constantly monitoring how much dirt has been lifted, and it will up the power as it's needed.
Right.
So that means it will up the power when it needs, drop the power when it doesn't, and therefore get you the most out of the battery.
Incredible.
Up to 60 minutes. Now,
amazing.
It gets better.
Yes.
So if we look down the bottom, I did mention you have your 3 LEDs. Have a listen again. As I move forward, it will start to notice there is dirt, and it will turn the power up.
Oh, look, it sucked it right up there, didn't it?
It did. Let me come over here because I want to show you this, okay? So as we come along to the hair, we'll see the hair being picked up, okay? And then as we go forward, we can see that everything is being picked up. Now remember, with a vacuum, it's that forward and back motion that picks everything up, because you're getting to both sides
Yes.
of that of the pile, and then it simply goes back into position.
Yes.
Where you can now you can then charge it when it's sitting there.
And
now,
I've noticed also we'll be able to show how the hair tangling knife works and what have you in a moment. Yeah.
We'll show you all of that as we
Yes,
go
yes.
through. Now, when you have this on charge, just like this is how it will look in your house, okay? It looks beautiful, it looks stylish, everything is there for you, ready to go. Now, let me just show you this, okay? Because there's so much I want to show you, okay? Because this machine itself is fantastic. It has the lights,
Yes.
It has the metal or the aluminium bar.
Yeah.
The main unit itself weighs about 1.3 kilos. I think it's about 2.3
Yes, yeah.
overall.
A couple of bags of sugar.
A couple of bags of sugar. But here's the thing, okay? 1 litre of dirt collection just here.
That's a lot.
Okay.
That is a
Easy to empty by pressing this button and it drops. But here comes the magic on this, okay? Because the power button is here, okay? We simply press it and on comes this display here. Now it's showing you a blue ring just here to say that everything is okay. As it finds dirt, the power will go up and this will change in color. You can also go from auto mode to manual mode, so I can turn up or down the power to where I want it to go. But quite frankly, never do anything other than auto.
Auto. Well,
And-
let's also, sorry, go ahead.
No, please. I was going to say that sometimes you will get a battery that will have 4 green lights on it that will turn off incrementally as the power goes down. This tells you exactly
like your
how
phone.
much is going on that. And all you got to do is press the power button and away you go.
Can we just discuss briefly, because this is a real upgrade here, the HEPA 13 filter.
HEPA 12.
HEPA 12, okay,
HEPA
my
12.
producer's saying 13,
It
I'm
is
going
12.
to trust
It's
you.
HEPA 12. It's HEPA 12.
It is 12.
Yeah.
Leslie, we're going to send her back to number school. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We have that kind of relationship, Leslie and I. So she'll slap me later. Everyone will be happy. So HEPA 12, what's that all about?
Okay, so basically what you have is 99. Now get this for a number, okay?
Yeah.
99.95% of
So there's
allergens.
an extra 5 after the. It's normally 99.9. So what does that extra 5 do?
Well, okay, so that extra 0.05, genuinely, because there can be billions of pollens and bacteria and little bits of
Spores
dust
and mold
and dirt.
and germs.
It means millions of difference. It really makes a huge difference in numbers. But of
Jumps
course,
up by a huge factor.
huge amount.
And that's literally what it's filtered as the dirt goes into your vacuum. What it's stopping going back out into the room wherever it is that you happen to be cleaning. 99.95% of germs, bacteria, mold, spores, viruses, all of that, all of those nasties.
Now, if you can see there, look at its monitoring. As you can see, the auto detection, constantly monitoring the dirt. So it's knowing all of the time exactly what's in front of it, exactly what it needs to pick up, and adjusts the power. It is so clever. And that's what I cannot believe, that even our usual price and the price with a lot of competitors at $149.99, it is incredible value.
Yeah.
But at $109.99, I've got to tell you, it's a steal, and I promise you that.
And it's 50 quid lower in price than the other major retailers.
Some of the major retailers, yeah. It's genuinely a steal.
That's what Shop on TV is all about. That's why you tune in every night we're on, to see what we've got, because whatever we've got, it will be market beating. That's what we aim for. We don't put it on the air if it isn't.
No, absolutely. And genuinely at $109.99, I think it is a real steal.
Yeah.
This is the HEPA 13 filter. They've designed it differently. Look at that. It's a disc. Okay, and by the way, can you see just here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these holes here. Each of those creates a cyclone to give you that cyclonic power. Each of those fires the air and spins the air around, so you're getting that absolutely incredible cyclonic power.
It's very stylish. It looks great.
Beautiful.
It just, the colours, the design, the ergonomics are superb. They really are. Comes with its own stand, comes with 2 attachments, and it also has the wall mount as well. It's the brand new, launching today here on Shop on TV for £109.99, £50 on average, lower than the cost of retail, or that you will pay for it in retail, and it just has so much in it. I don't think you're going to, for the price, be able to find any other vacuum that has this many features.
I don't think so. When you think about touch screen on anything, you're thinking expense.
Yeah.
When you think about automatic dust detection, there's one of the very, very expensive vacuums at the moment talking about that, but you're talking about £500–600.
Yeah.
This here is $109.99. It's from Tower. Since 1912, the Tower brand has been around, and they're so confident they are giving you 3-year warranty on this as well.
Wow.
And all you got to do is you just got to register your purchase, so they know exactly when you bought it to give you that 3 years.
Yes, of course.
Now, as much as I have told you about this vacuum, there is more to tell you, okay?
Yes.
So first of all, we talked to you about the lights at the front, but also if you look on the front of this, you have this little kind of, it's like a suede little front part just here, okay?
Yeah.
Let me turn it so you can see it just here. Can you feel that, Rob?
Yeah.
And feel that's nice and soft, okay? And what that is, it's a bumper. So if you come up to your little bumper, so you come up to your edge,
scratch stuff.
you don't scratch stuff, exactly.
Lovely.
You've got the plush brush,
Skirting,
as we call it here, very soft here, and just these blue bristles are quite stiff. Now watch what happens as you are vacuuming. This is going around really fast. They're moving across your carpet and therefore disturbing the dirt.
So every pass gets a bit of both the plush and the slightly
exactly. Now we've got the big wheels on here, and they keep on turning.
You took the words right.
Did I? Yeah. We didn't do that in rehearsal, so
no, we didn't. No.
You've got those wheels here, and they have got little rubberized tires on these as well. So you're getting wonderful, and I mean wonderful grip as you go around. And again, look at the movement on this is incredible.
Maneuverability.
But here's the thing, okay? Let me show you. Because it's important with any vacuum that you're able to reach places, because you will want to do that. And by the way, these lock into place. They don't move. They don't fall out.
The quality's amazing. Everything is so solid.
Incredible. Wide mouth crevice tool just here, and then also press a button and we can move forward this brush here. Now, why would you use this? Let me show you where and when we'd use it. Please, we don't have it set up here to do all of these things, but I want you to see and imagine in your house.
I'll talk to you about it in a minute.
And by the way, look at, no matter where you're working, your thumb is just there. So now we can go up high and get the dust bunnies. We can go up high and we can get
also notice the load balance of weight on Alan's hand. If you just turn it, it's like a drill. So all of the bulk, the battery is right at the hand and wrist area. So it's not. It's really easy to hold.
Absolutely, and without the head on this is about 1.5 kilos, so it's literally nothing. But now what we can do is we can get into awkward corners and crevices. We can get into the places we couldn't reach before, maybe in between your white goods or something like that, because you have this. But now, what else we have is we have this. Hold on to that for 1 second.
This takes dusting to a new level. Why?
It really does.
We always used to use a duster, and so we dust around, and then all the dust would go up in the air, and then you sit down for a cup of tea and a biscuit, and then all of the particles are settled by then. And so I've just dusted that.
I know.
Take the dust out of the room completely by sucking it up
and hold it into the HEPA 12 filter. Now we have handheld, so now we can do around the toaster. We can do the chairs, which I'm going to do a little bit later in the show as well. We can do all of those things because we now have handheld. the cooker hood, and again, you have that crevice tool just there as well.
Does
Look
it
at how
have a
wide
digital
that is.
motor?
Yes, it does have a digital motor.
Now, should we explain what that means?
Okay, so basically
Right.
a brushless digital motor means that before, what used to happen with any motor is you would have touching parts, moving parts that touched.
Yes.
And it would generate heat, and therefore, because the brush was coming in as the motor
So
spun.
that motor is a coil with a magnet around it, basically,
Well,
or the other way around.
Yes,
something like that.
and it used to spin.
Yeah.
And what they did was the brush was on that to bring the power to it. But
Yes,
the brush
to
was
conduct
made of
the
tungsten carbide.
Yeah.
It used to heat up. It used to use power you didn't
Friction
need.
slows it down.
Exactly. These magnets that don't touch ever, so it's
So that there's no friction.
No friction.
So in other words, it doesn't. The motor doesn't have to compensate for the slowdown of the friction.
Exactly.
You get more rotation, more
Yep.
power. So basically, yeah, you get more power out of it.
and you get
And
better
longer
power, a
battery
better,
power,
better delivery of that power
Yeah.
as well. And then
and
in
also,
seconds,
he's enjoying the show.
Huh?
Who is it who sent that in? Kevin.
Kevin.
Enjoying the show as well.
Very good.
May I just say, before you do the next thing, ladies and gentlemen, in all honesty, and again, I don't get a commission for this. Alan doesn't either. I think you just get a straight payment, don't you, like me? So the point is,
You get paid?
oh, sorry, no, we do this we do this because we love this. No, we do. Honestly and truly, if you're looking for a £400 or £500 vacuum because of all those amazing features on it, then I tell you what, here's an opportunity to get the same vacuum without the badge on it that's costing the extra 300 quid. Because that's what this is, honestly. Having put this through its paces, I think I'd even go so far as to say this is the best vacuum that we've featured. Now, we've had some amazing vacuums. If you bought them, I know you're happy with them and will continue to be. But look, there's a difference between a Ford Fiesta and a Ferrari. And I think this is your Ferrari of tower vacuums.
Yeah.
Oh, 10% of the stock has gone. You've got to check out your box. We only started with literally a relatively small stock of these, about 300. That's nothing in TV terms, and already 10% of that has gone. So please check out Pay and get yours on the way.
Yeah, and the thing about this is, folks, and I'm always completely open and honest. We did a vacuum here a few weeks ago. It was less than £100, and I told you the features of this for £100.
Sure.
This one just over 100 with this digital motor, with the touch-sensitive screen here, with the automatic pickup, so it's constantly monitoring, is incredible. Let's go down there a little bit, Rob, because I want to show you a few other demonstrations. I will do, yeah, thank you. So let me show you a few other little demos, okay, because I just want you to see how this would work for you at home. Now, of course, we know it will go handheld, okay, so we would use that handheld, as I said, maybe in the car, in the boot of the car. You could put that powered brush head on here to use it for the seats of the car, the boot of the car, etc.
Right, and the carpets and the mats and all of that, and the dashboard and all of it.
So now, once we do it, it's going on in low power, but have a listen to this. As soon as I get dirt, did you hear that turn up?
Even high power is very quiet, really.
It's super quiet, it really is. It is amazingly quiet, Rob. But look at how effective it is at getting into corners, nooks and crannies, picking everything up. Now, what I love about this really for me is that now what I can do is I can pull this brush forward. By the way, can you see it's gone red now? The ring just, it's gone blue. So it's gone blue, was red. I can now use the brush down, and I can use that to fluff up and get the little bits of dust, dirt and debris. And you'll notice, there we go, it's gone pink because it's gone up a little bit, gone back to blue.
So it changed.
So it's
gone are the
colour for you
Gone are the days of having two vacuums, the massive clunky upright or canister vac that you plugged into the wall, because that's the only way you could get the power, lugging it around. I still do it with mine with the smiley face, lugging it, pulling it over the power cord, the hoses all getting twisted. It's just a faff. And look, we've all put up with it for years, but that's because handhelds never had the ability or the power to replace one of those vacuums, in the same way that computers, until relatively recently, laptops didn't have the ability to replace a desktop.
Yeah.
Now they do. You don't need the big clunky machine. You have it all in a handheld compact system. This will match those uprights in so many ways.
But what's even better about this, now this is true, and I'll ask you this question, and I'll also say the same to you. When you have to go and plug in a vacuum, take it out, undo and even if you've got one of those buttons that pulls it back in, the cable, plug it in, you don't tend to vacuum as often. But having something like this, genuinely, you will just pick it up and quickly run down the hallway, quickly run over the kitchen floor, and you can do that with this. You don't have to change heads or settings. and you'll go around your house. The average time to do an average house with something like this is around 12 to 14 minutes.
Do you know how much of a faff it is to get the canister vac out?
Huge.
Because I'm putting my TV cabinet and everything together, a new system I bought. I took the vacuum out of the cupboard where it lives, that was a pain as it were, enough as it was. It's now sitting in the living room, and I can't even be bothered to do anything with it, and it's sitting literally 3 feet away from me. It's like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to plug it.
Yeah.
This is, as you say, and on its little stand, off the stand,
Stand is amazing.
whip, whack, whop, back on the stand, cup of tea.
Yeah, absolutely, it's brilliant. Now remember, one touch. All I do, just here in the VL1000 Optimum from Tower, listen to the power. Can you hear that? Can we see here that it's got 2 lights on and it's got a blue ring around it just here, okay? So 2 lights. It says it's on auto just there. Now it's upside down because it's designed for you to see it as you look down. Watch this. Now can we keep an eye on this here? Because as I move forward and it picks up the dirt, see the way it's jumped up?
Oh,
and
yeah.
this now ring has gone red.
It's a red ring.
See? So, and again down, listen to this.
I've had one of those.
Did you see it's turned itself down?
Yeah, yeah.
So as it picks up the dirt, it recognizes. Now look at the floor, and it's adjusting all of the time to the amount of dirt that it has to deal with.
But also this is different because it's not just adjusting between low power, high power, low power. High. This has got a whole percentage scale of power to adjust to whatever it needs.
Adjusting exactly where it needs.
Yeah.
And it's constantly monitoring. Now seriously, for $109.99, Rob, how would you think on any day of the week you would get a vacuum? 150 quid, I think, is a steal.
Yeah.
That is one touch button here and it does the rest itself. HEPA 12. It has cyclonic, 8 cyclones inside here. So cyclonic power, a powered brush bar. It's handheld, it's long reach. It comes with its own stand. It has those 2 extra little tools for you to sit on it. It really has everything. The plush brush, which we can go from that floor to this floor.
Yes, it literally, there's no adjustment. It goes from hard floors to carpets, short pile, deep pile, anything you like, without any adjustments to the system itself. $109.99, but if you were going to buy this somewhere else, please do your research. Don't take our word for it just because we know that we're market beating. Have a look at what it would cost you if you went to somewhere like Argos or Debenhams or the Tower website themselves have got it for 150 or 149. Very for 149. Argos for 150. Boots for 149.99. Asda are in the lead at the moment with 139. But then ShopOnTV, because we deal directly with Tower. No middlemen, no agents, no distributors, no wholesalers. It is literally a manufacturer to us, and this is the shop window ITV. No expensive advertising, no magazine ads, no billboards, no TV famous endorsement, apart from yourself, obviously, Alan.
Obviously,
no celebrity endorsements, So all those savings get passed on to you. This is our business model. This is how we work. This is why we're taking the country by storm. Tell your friends about ShopOnTV. I think everyone in the nation, before they go to bed, should just have a quick look on ShopOnTV to see what we've got, because we've got market-beating, amazing prices every single night. And look at what this can do. Talk us through, Al.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm just making it up here as well. 34 odd quid per year. That just covers basically the 3-year warranty. So motorized anti-tangle brush, it does have, now they're not infallible, let me tell you straight up. You still may get some wrapped around, but it has that, and I'll show you where that is in just a few minutes. Again, anti-tangle, it has that auto technology. You have the mode which will literally keep monitoring the dirt, and then up and down the power. It's easy to get underneath furniture like that. Up to 60 minutes on a single charge, 29.6 volts of lithium-ion battery, easy to turn into handheld. It has the motorized brush bar. It has got, indeed, the lights down the front as well. It is a vacuum that has everything. 1 litre dust tank, very easy to empty. And again, there is a sticker on it. I'm going to come to keeping your vacuum working properly in just a few minutes. And it comes with its own stand. Now, let me ask you a question, okay? If you bought a vacuum and they offered you this stand, this is an aluminium pole here, by the way. It has a place to put those extra things, and it has a large base for it to sit. If that came as an extra for your vacuum and they said you can have that for $24.99, let's just say. then if that is the case, then you could say to yourself, well, actually, if I would be happy to pay 25 quid for that, well, take that off 109 quid. Well, that's 85 quid then, isn't it? Am I right in saying that?
No, absolutely.
So it's making this vacuum an incredible
This
value.
is what Tower do. They take the features of the very expensive, bigger, well, not bigger brands, but the more expensive brands. And in fact, Kevin, actually, who emailed earlier with his question, he just emailed back and said, thank you very much. It's our pleasure, Kevin. That's what we're here for. That's exactly why we're live. Because we can show you how it works. You see what you get before you buy. You don't get that in a catalogue or online or even really in a store these days, because how often does the store associate really know all of those products?
They can't know
this man's an expert with this thing. He's spent days, if not weeks, with it. So the thing is, what Kevin said, to quote him, sort of quote him, you're not paying for the badge and all the adverts. And he basically said it's got all the features of a Schmarschenleuten, but a yeah. All the features of the last name of the guy who invented the Terminator.
Yeah, or the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At a fraction of the price.
And that is a fact. And that is a fact. And I often say that as well. You're not paying those big ads that cost millions of pounds. You're paying for those. You are. Now let's come to carpet.
It's a snob value. Let's face it, there is a snob value with those.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got a Porsche or a Rolls Royce or a Range Rover. It's that. They're very good cars, obviously. And yes, there's a mechanical difference between some of those higher end cars and the sort of mid-range or low end. Yes, sure, fine, absolutely. But when it comes to this, the badge is it's pure snob value.
Yeah, but then we say that Tower has been around since 1912.
Yeah.
They've been around over 100 years, so these guys are great. They really are. Let's come straight here to now. Listen to the power.
Okay, hold it one second. Hold it. Yeah. Hold it.
Now,
look what he's done. Something clever.
Look at that.
Lovely.
As I move forward, then we're now starting to vacuum, and we're starting to get up the dirt.
It's gone red.
And that's what's happening. It's gone red because it's picking up that there's loads of dirt on this carpet. And again, check that out. I'm going a bit too fast for Paul.
Not easy.
Brilliant. He was brilliant there for a few seconds, and he let himself down then.
Momentary brilliance.
And then I'm going to come straight over here to show you this white floor just here. It's a high shine.
What he thinks about the show.
What did he say?
I said momentary brilliance. He said, yeah, that's kind of what I think about the show. Yeah. What number am I holding up?
He's wrong. So watch this, okay? Now watch how cleanly it actually lifts here. As I stop and draw back, look at that clean line. And this is a high shine tiles on this. If there was anything there...
It's not blowing it all over the place.
It's not. It's just...
Do you know my canister vac? Do you know where the exhaust is?
Go on.
It's at the back. Do you know where the canister is?
Yeah.
Floor level.
Floor level.
So when I'm vacuuming all the dust bunnies and all of the dirt that's on my floor, what happens at the back? It blows the dirt all over the place.
Yeah. Well, of course, here the dirt has been held in by a HEPA 12 filter as well. Now, HEPA 12, look, there's different HEPAs. Quite frankly, folks, 99.95% of allergens.
It's sort of overkill. It's almost overkill, isn't it?
Well, listen, it's what hospitals use. A HEPA filtration is, in my opinion, the best filtration.
Yeah.
And again, that will turn itself down, optimizing the runtime, that runtime of up to 1 hour. That is huge, I can promise you that. And the reason for that, and they can claim that up to an hour, is because of the automatic thing. If you're using this every day on carpets that don't need all of the power, you'll get up to an hour on it easily. But the thing is, the minute you're finished, okay, and I mean the minute you're finished, you simply put it back in, because you remember at the beginning of the show I mentioned lithium-ion technology.
Yep.
Well, lithium-ion batteries we can plug in, and it doesn't affect the life of it. It doesn't destroy the battery. You can keep it plugged in. It's plugged in, and again we can see it's flashing. We're happy because we've got the blue ring. 87% battery we've got left in here, and it tells you all of the time exactly where you're at. And it's upside down.
Yeah, go on.
No, it's going to say it's upside down.
From the user's perspective.
Your user perspective, you're seeing it perfectly.
It's not late. L8.
L8.
So, but if you don't have a plug under your stairs or in the cupboard where you keep your vacuum, nay problem, lass or lad, because you can take it off and you can plug this on your kitchen countertop or wherever is convenient.
And you will get a blue flashing light just here on the battery telling you that it's happy and it's charging. And that will go green when it's full, because obviously you don't have the readout. So it will go green when it's full, and there you go, it's flashing like that just to tell you it's happy and it's charging. 29.6 volts of power, giving you up to an hour of runtime.
We're pushing towards 20% of our launch stock gone, which is, you know, we had a few hundred of these, like I said. Now's the time to check out Pay, get it, it's on the way. We've covered all the main features. 3-in-1 performance. If you've got any questions before you buy, you're more than welcome to email us live, studio@shopontv.co.uk. That's studio@shopontv.co.uk. And that is how why we're here, why we're live on ITV1 every single night, so that our experts, our brand ambassadors, our product specialists, they can answer your questions. The cyclonic action, by the way, what is that? Who cares about that? What does that mean? That means that you never lose suction right the way down till it's full. It keeps the same power of suction until the tank is completely full. That's the difference between that and the old bag systems, whereas the bag got fuller, the power got less, the suction got less, the quality of the efficacy of the vacuuming got less. You've got the washable HEPA filter, 99.95% of viruses, spores, mold, bacteria, all that stuff is kept in the tank and out of your lungs, and it's just, for the money, an exceptional price, or an exceptionally high featured device for the money that you're paying. We don't think you'll get close to those features in a vacuum at that price anywhere else. And remember, Tower is a value brand in the sense that you're getting all the big badge features and quality in a much lower price. It's $149.99 everywhere else except Boots, I think it was, which had it for about $138. It's also a very highly reviewed vacuum. Sorry, Asda had it for $139. Have a look at the reviews on this as well. They are stellar across the board. People who buy it love it. So you can also feel comfortable and secure in knowing that you're buying something other people have already tried and tested for you. You've got a money back guarantee, so if you want to, if you're not happy with it, then we do have a refund policy. All of the information about that is on our website. Here are the reviews. So reviews, I love it when people write reviews, because have you ever written a review unless you were so pleased with something, you were compelled? The power of the review compelled you.
You're right, or unless I've been upset with something.
Or yes, it's usually one or the other.
Yes.
If you kind of feel meh about something, you don't write a review. Here, Jay, a Tower customer, wrote the following: "It's so quiet and it does the job. It's also very lightweight." Oh, sorry, that was P. Sutherland. Jay said, "A lovely light vacuum, great suction, anti-tangle technology that actually works. Very impressed."
Yeah.
And also K, we're going through the alphabet. These are genuine reviews. Easy to use, lightweight, great accessories for home and car. Cleans carpets and hard floors without having to switch heads. Very easy, or sorry, super easy. Okay, so please check out, ladies and gentlemen, on your vacuum. If you wish to, by the way, if you wish to use, we're at 20% of the stock gone now. If you wish to use PayPal Pay in 3, you're welcome to. You basically select PayPal at your checkout. You can do that online only. That will then take you to PayPal's website. You then sign in or you create an account. If you select Pay Later, then it will take you through a few steps to apply for the interest-free instalments. Once approved, the order will go through and this will be on its way to you. But I wanted to point out also, that you can spend anything from £30 to £2,000 with PayPal Pay in 3 per approval. So, in other words, if you wanted to get a couple of these, maybe you have a business and you need a few of them, or you want one for the home, you know, the townhouse, the one for the country home, one for the caravan or the motorhome, and one for the main house, one for the holiday home, whatever it may be, one for mum, one for the in-laws. You can buy as many as and anything else you wish to. If you want to get the pans and also the vacuum, you can, all at the same time, and that will just automatically calculate the instalments for you on a monthly basis, including the P&P. Bear in mind, it is capped P&P, so sometimes there is a slight additional charge on the P&P if it's big and bulky and heavy, but the initial £4.95 you only ever pay once. So, for example, on the vacuums it was £6.95, so that's an extra £2, but the first £4.95 you only pay one time. So let's say you put the pans in as well. These have got an extra £1 on them again because they're heavy and they're bulky. So that's an extra £3, but the £4.95 you only pay once. So you'd actually pay £7.95 P&P to check out for the pans and the vacuum. Does that make sense? Here's a reminder. I think, are we going to play a video of these, or we're going to do we'll do a little tease of them first, and then we will have a full demonstration, I believe, a little bit later on, so you can really see these in action. But they are so good, these. I always say these are the pans that you can punish. These are the pans, you can throw anything at them that you like. If you have a busy life, and who doesn't these days, and you have to do a lot of stuff in a hurry, and these are going to clang around in the sink and bang about in the dishwasher and be, you know, constantly in use, a rotation of cooking between all of the pans. These are the pans to go for, because these are not just a non-stick coating, these are CeraSure. The whole pan is essentially the non-stick inside and out. So you have, not only on the inside part or the interior part of the pan, have you got this diamond black non-stick that's 7 times stronger than regular non-stick, you've got it on the outside as well. So you just can't stick anything to it. We've not yet managed to stick anything to these pans, ever. I mean, any food substance, certainly. So it also means you don't have to use any fats or oils or butter or anything like that as an additional lubricant. And there's always time for lubricant. Tell me if anyone can tell me what that film was, that quote that film was from, I'll give you, I don't know, I'll give you Jelly Baby. But so these you can cook fat-free if you wish. Look at those eggs, perfect eggs every time. The other thing I've got to tell you about these, ladies and gentlemen, is, as I mentioned at the start of the show, but if you've just tuned in, this is the last of the stock. These pans are now 20% of that has gone. The pans are being discontinued. So there will be a new pan set coming down the road, but this specific pan set has now got down to the last of its stock. We've only got a couple of hundred or so of them left. Once they're gone, they will not be back. So at $84.99, and by the way, that price normally $149.99. If you were to buy them in the shops, much more expensive. We'll show you that a little price comparison in a moment. They're about £169 elsewhere. $84.99. There is your 7 times stronger non-stick. Compared to regular non-stick coatings. PFOA free, there are no nasties in there, and as I said, if you want to cook a little healthier or reduce the oil in your cooking, you can. Let's talk about detachable handles, but I would only ever use pans now that have detachable handles, because if you've got limited hob space, the handles always get in the way. How many times are you adjusting the position of the pans to accommodate the handles? Well, it doesn't matter with these because you take them off. But also because you take them off, it means the pans can stack into each other, which means you save loads and loads and loads of space, including with the lids too, about 50% of the space in your cupboard. And I don't know about you, but if you've got, like me, a relatively small apartment, the kitchen cupboard space, the storage space I've got in my apartment is shockingly small, and I've run out of places to put things. I just bought some new shelves the other day, actually, because I needed some more storage. Every single type of hob you can use these safely on, and in the oven up to 230 degrees, excluding the lids and handles. These are not just pans. These are your baking tins. These are your roasting tins. And you can even put them in the Frigidaire. Yes, because you get the saucepans come with 2 of the stretchy lids. That, of course, the lids, the glass and silicone rimmed lids, they can go in the fridge too if you want to. If you want to put a big pan into the fridge for saving it for later. I'd even put, with the silicone lids, I'd even put them in the freezer. You can, and they'll go in the dishwasher as well. It is just about the most superior set of pans I think I've ever clapped eyes on, certainly for the price. Certainly for the price. Extraordinary. $84.99, normally $149.99, and you get the 18 and 20 centimetre saucepan. You get the 24 and the 28 centimetre frying pans, the 28 centimetre saute pan, which is really deep. You could do, actually even the frying pan's deep, but you could do frittatas, you could do upside down cakes, you could do sponges, you could do flapjack, I mean, you could do toad in the hole. I mean, you name it, you could do whatever you like in there. And by the way, just remember, when you get yours, register your product with Tower, so they know when to start it from, the time from. 10-year handle warranty, 5-year pan warranty. It's the last set of pans you'll need to buy for at least 5 years, and you can't ding them. There's really nothing you can do with these. They're not too heavy, they're not too light. They are Goldilocks, just right. 03333 241 241 if you want to order on the phones, or at shopontv.co.uk if you would prefer to order online. Thomas just emailed, actually, thank you for email, Thomas. He had a previous version of these pans and he said they are absolutely amazing. They are. If you want to upgrade the pans that you've already got, because maybe they've seen better days, if as Christmas is coming, and you know that we're already starting to think about who's going where for Christmas and you know which guests are staying in whose house, you know, you might find yourself in a situation where you know you're doing the cooking and you know you haven't probably got enough pans to cover everybody. Get these for 84 quid, the price of what, 3 takeaways these days, 3 or 4. But apart from anything else, you'll find these your go-to pans. I've got 500 quid's worth of stackable pans from a company that rhymes with Weefowl, sitting in my cupboard, and they've been there for 4 years, and I've only used the saucepan and I think the saute pan 2 or 3 times because I'm afraid to use them because they're like my Sunday best. So these, and I know that's ridiculous, but I'm a bit OCD if I'm being honest. These, again, these are the punishers. You can knock them around, bash them about, they'll take it. They're like your armoured plated vehicle of cookware that you can just use for everyday, constant, punishing cooking, if that makes sense. Because again, that non-stick, it's just so good. It's such a superior non-stick. So I suggest that you get them as soon as you can. We're at nearly a quarter of the stock, and it's the last of the stock ever. So do or die. It's time to say goodbye. And this is why you're going to do it, because look, tower.co.uk, 169.99. Heiss of Fraser, 169.99. Debenhams, 169.99. Wallace.co.uk, 169.99. Onbuy.com, 148.95. Well, no, we've gone one stage further, dealing direct from Tower to you via ShopOnTV. They are just £84.99, and if they don't sell out tonight, then in the next main show, they probably will sell out tonight. We'll show you, stay tuned, because we'll show you, if you don't believe me when I tell you that you can punish those within an inch of their lives, probably in about, what, 10, 15 minutes, Leslie? Maybe 20. We will show you, we've got celebrity chef Paul Brodell from a show we did in our Warrington studio. We will show you just how good those are, and it's worth sticking around because it's just fun to watch, because it's like, I can't believe that those pans can do that. But they may sell out tonight. If not tonight, then the next main show they have, they will go. So it is your last chance. Now. This is going rather well as well, isn't it?
Do you know, it really does deserve to go really well. And yeah. Look, the thing is that, you know, I always say...
A third of the stock gone.
A
third.
Careful there, didn't I?
No, that's good though. Yeah. But you would say that, wouldn't you?
I would say a third, yeah.
A third of the stock, yeah.
It's funny because we had, it was the toilet paper, and it was buy 2 get a third free. And it genuinely said that. And I read it out and my auntie thought it was hilarious.
That's very funny.
Just look at this here, okay? I'm going to show you about the preventing the hair build-up as well. I'm going to show you that anti-hair technology. But it's automatic. You turn it on, it adjusts itself. It adjusts its own motor because it's constantly monitoring what's going on. You've got cyclonic power. That's really important. You have that soft brush as well. You're able to get underneath furniture. You've got 29.6 volts of lithium-ion power that will last up to an hour. It goes handheld. It has HEPA 12 filter. You get tools with it, and it comes incredibly with its own stand as well. I'll show you that. The HEPA filter is washable. I'll talk you through all of that in a while. 99.95% of bacteria and allergens, etc. It will actually stop and hold. Tower over 100 years, and not 1, not 2, but 3-year warranty. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of inferior products will give you 12 months. And you go into that shop where you go in and you write down what you want, and then they give it to you over the counter. You go in there and they often will say to you, would you like to extend your warranty on that? Now, should you get a vacuum with a 12-month warranty and extend it for an extra 2 years, I'm going to hazard a guess at 24.99, 20 quid. Let's just say that could be really, really cheap.
Sure.
So you do that, you take that off of the price here,
Yeah.
and you paid 60 quid for one and you paid 20 quid, that's 80 quid. Well, actually, you're,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? It makes really sense.
Included,
It's included, but what you're getting here is phenomenal. Now, I'm going to show you vacuuming in just a second. Please hang fire for
Can we
that.
just spell a myth as well?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to be careful how I say this because I'm not denigrating, I don't wish to denigrate anybody.
Yeah.
We love our big badge names with the with the big expensive vacuums. But most of the technology, we know it comes from abroad. And in actual, I'll say it with TVs to give you an example. You can buy a budget TV and it has exactly the same panel in it as a very expensive 3-4 times the price TV because they're made by the same people.
Same people, yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that you might find that a lot of the stuff that goes into the expensive things is also going into the affordable things. So actually, and I can't guarantee that, and I can't, I'm not going to break it down part by part, but the point I'm trying to make is that you are getting superior quality from Tower for a very low price. What do we like to say? The champagne lifestyle for beer money, right?
For beer money.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
That's a good
Hopefully
point.
read between the lines if you wish.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's the thing about this as well is that, look, as I said, it does have the anti-hair technology. They're not infallible, even those expensive ones. They do end up with some hair around them. It does happen.
When you said anti-hair technology, it made me, yes, it's working.
But watch this, okay? Because what you will want to do is you will want to clean this part as well, because this is glass. This is see-through. It's not glass. It's plastic see-through.
Yeah.
This will, as dirt is going through, this will get dirty in there, and you will want to clean that. So you will want to take this brush bar out, and you may want to clean this. Look at this. I don't need a coin. I don't need a key. I don't need anything special. I press a button.
Oh, that's really
and
good.
It pops out. And then I can take that brush out, and I can clean it. I can dust. I can do whatever I want with it.
Oh, but
if we look in here, can you see those teeth right across there? It's as this is turning in there, those teeth are actually embedding in here, and any hairs that get on that, it's pulling them off and then sending them across here to the suction and bringing them into the vacuum just there, okay? And that is what you get.
Go.
Now look, I'm always completely honest and 100% straight with people. This technology is not infallible. It's not. You
If you
may
get very long hair, of course.
But it does, I promise you this, it takes away so much of that problem.
Yes.
And the problem with it is, and it happens with the vacuum I have at home that doesn't have this, that your brush bar will get completely covered with hair, okay? And then what's happening is the brush bars are not able to get into the carpet. So these would not be as effective.
So it stops working.
It stops working because all you've got is you've got hair across it this way, and it's really smooth, and it's just kind of shining your carpet.
But also, it's a bit dodgy if you're going to get a pair of scissors. You might cut into the plush and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But they've even come up with a solution for that.
Let me show you that really quickly. So, excuse me for running off there. So, you get this little tool here. So, should you get hairs across here, there's a little blade inside there. You simply get the hook and you draw it across like that, and it will cut those hairs.
But otherwise, most of the time, the comb at the back is
going to do that.
So this, if you've got a pet, especially if they're shaggy, then this is essential.
Yeah.
Really
And look at that. I just pushed that back in. It's locked in place there. It's that good. So, powered brush bar as well. It is that plush brush. But Rob, feel the difference. Feel that middle, and then feel that blue.
It's
quite
really,
stiff, that blue, isn't
this is like almost like fleece, and this is almost like the scrubbers. You do the sort of the non-stick safe scourer type material.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, let me tell you about the technology in this, okay? So we've already said that down here we've got those 3 LED lights, okay? If we listen to the motor now turning itself up, because it's encountering dirt, it has an automatic feature, okay? And watch how good this is as I stop and draw back. Look at how clean that floor is. Let me come across at an angle and let me spin around to where all of that dirt is, and let me come back and let you see how clean that floor is. So what it's doing is it's picking up every single bit of the dust, the dirt, and the debris from this floor. The dustbin itself will hold around 1 litre before it's full.
Most of them are a lot smaller than that.
Yeah, you get 0.6 of a litre, you get some that are 1.3, you get the 1 litre, 0.8 of a litre.
A good size.
A litre's a great size. And look, here's the reason that I said it's a great size. Did you hear that turn itself down, by the way? Now, let's just hold on.
It auto senses how much power is needed based on the dirt.
It's turned down.
So you never need to worry, am I using too much power? Am I using too little power? The vacuum knows how it detects and decides for you.
So listen to that. It's down. I'm vacuuming,
There's no dirt,
but I'm not vacuuming. I'm just going over it.
Yeah.
Watch this, okay? The minute I come here, did you see that?
Turned
And
itself
did you hear
up.
that? It turned itself up immediately because it could detect ahead of itself that there was dirt. And it's doing that all automatically for you. You don't have to adjust anything. You don't have to do anything.
It's not flicking your oats everywhere.
It's not, no, we certainly don't want those.
Not spreading your wild oats,
It's
Alan.
not, it's not. Now here's the thing for you as well. Have a look up here. Should I want to change? Well, I tell you what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to turn it the other way around. So let me turn this off for a second, okay? And I'm going to turn this round. So let me put this into its stand just here. I want you to see this. So this is the button here that you turn on. They have that there because this is the way you hold it and your thumb is always there. Okay, now if I turn this around here, you can see here the digital display. It tells you your battery power currently at 84%. It's on auto because it's green. Oh, there we go. It's on auto there because it's green. But what I can do is press the mode button and watch this. It's touch sensitive. That's all I need to do. I can now turn the power up to speed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 different speeds. 7 different speeds on this. Okay? And again, that power, that suction, feel that suction on top of that there, Rob.
Oh,
it's a lot of suction. But of course, what it's also doing, let me turn that off here. What it's also doing is the suction type that it has, it is cyclonic as well. So it's making sure that that power is constant to lift that dirt up.
Can I have a go? Can I just feel the core? I mean, it's what, about 1.3 kilos, you said. It's about a bag of sugar. But again, all of what I love about this is because of the way the trigger, as I say, it's very akin to a professional power drill. If you notice, you're not doing it at the wrist. You can hold firm. It's really arm action and shoulder. So it's using big muscles. If you're in a wheelchair, I think you'll find this really, really easy to use. Oh, actually, Carol emailed in and asked if is it light enough for a wheelchair? Yes, it is. I would say, and also the height of the tube. I think it would be. Because all you're really holding is the 1.3 kilos. The rest of it is ancillary. So I think it'd be great. And also, if you do have dexterity issues, arthritis, that kind of thing, I think it'll be a very comfortable grip.
Well, the great thing is you don't have to worry about pressing buttons to up and down the power on this.
No.
Because it's always going to give you the right amount of power.
And with this height, actually, being wheelchair bound, and the fact that you do get the wall mount with it as well, but this is easy. You can roll up to the mount, you can put it in, you can plug in your charge. It's all at sort of desktop height.
And by the way, just to show you how they've thought about this, even when you unplug this here, what you have is you have a little holder just here at the side. You pop in the cord and just hang that just there. So it's always there. When you come back, pick this out like so and plug it in the top of the machine. And again, just
a third of the stock now gone. Do you know what? Actually, there is even, I'd say there's a use case scenario where you'd keep this out. Wouldn't even put it away.
Oh God, you wouldn't put that away. Oh, absolutely not.
Great.
Absolutely not. But even look at the back of this as I turn this around, because the 2 tools that you get actually sit. Look at the way this has been cut out just here for those to sit in just like that. And you've got loads of spaces to put other tools on there as well, if you get extra tools. But there you go, all there and ready for you.
Linda is asking, Linda has emailed in. Hi Linda, thank you very much. Can you use it on your stairs?
Yeah, of course you can. Absolutely. Let me show you that, and let me show you something as well, okay? Because what we can do... By the way,
about halfway up the stairs is the stair where I sit.
Oh.
There isn't any other stair quite like it.
Let's hang this up here.
Shall I hold your pole for you?
So, it's okay. We can hang it up. We've got the space for it. So there we go. Pop this on here. Again, you have got that light on the 3 lights on the front.
Yep.
You still have that power brush bar. So again, completely handheld. So of course we can use this to go up and down the stairs.
Up and down the stairs, the risers.
The risers of the stairs you can use on your mattress.
The mattress, yes.
Yeah, in the car. you know, as we said earlier on, the mats of the car. So yep, completely handheld, you can use that up there.
Yeah.
It is brilliant. And again, with those extra tools that we have, remember as well, you know, we can use those tools handheld, getting into corners, nooks and crannies, etc. Or again, as we remember, what we can do with these as well is we can pop this on here and we can use those tools in, and they all lock into place as well. So listen to this. And it's locked, so they don't fall out and twist.
I hate doing skirting boards, but I always do it because I've got a long pole with a dusting brush on the end. I don't have to bend down. The long pole reaches, and it's easy to do the skirting boards. If you've got dado rails, picture rails, if you've got, what's the stuff in the corner called up top? The architraves. Or coving. That's what I was.
Archicoving.
Archicoving.
Yeah.
Overtraves.
You can easily get up and reach places with this. You can put the soft brush on the end of this. But the thing about this is that it is versatile, like you would expect, but it has technology in there, not just for the sake of tech. It has technology that is absolutely brilliant and functional. And I think having that automatic mode and that digital readout is incredible. And remember that touch sensitive pad as well. Look at that again. On it comes, it's on auto. I can press this here and I can up the power. Look at that.
So you can do it manually.
Or go back to auto.
And it's 5 stages, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, 7. I forgot. I was confusing the percentage earlier. That's the battery.
That's the battery
power. The actual power is 7 stages. So instead of it just deciding on auto mode between 1 and high power, low power, it's got 7
it's got all different ones.
Power.
It will go to the to the optimum one for you.
Do you want to do a little show us how quickly you can clean all this up?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then we'll have a little look. Our pans are coming. We're having lots of requests for our pans. They may very well sell out tonight.
Right. So let's carry on. Listen to it up into power. When we do it, again, the faster I go, the faster it will turn itself up.
Turn the music up. We'll have disco vacuum.
Can you imagine?
We can't hear it on the floor.
To be fair, I love going around the house with the music on. And again, let's just do this carpet now, okay? Now again, that brush, the way it's been designed, of course, you can hear now that there's less dirt, it's turned itself down. But more dirt, and it's turning itself up again. You can hear it work, so it's constantly monitoring the amount of work it needs to do. It's looking ahead of itself. And you didn't have to adjust the height or anything between the hard floor and the carpet. You literally just went from one to the next. Yeah, absolutely. Just one to the other, straight over. And again, it's monitoring all the time what speed it needs to be on. And again, remember, if I want, I can change the mode and I can go up to maximum. If I wanted to get that extra maximum power, it's entirely up to me where I want to be.
I want to be transparent with everybody. I think there's a little bit of that big clump of hair I think has actually wrapped around.
Has it? Let's have a look then.
Now, if it has, we can show how to take it. It has.
Yes, it has.
Now, again, not infallible, but we can show how that. Should I hold it?
Hold on to that for a second. I shall go get it. Yep, no problem at all.
Yep.
And again, if you do get that, all we do is get the little tool underneath like that, and we just simply pull it up, and it's cut that hair, so now we can take that hair away.
Thank you for deliberately doing that so we could demonstrate.
Well, that's exactly what I like to do here.
And you'll know, because actually, as soon as you sit and I saw the carpet, it was like, hang on a minute, it's not doing as good a job as it should be. And I thought, I bet it's got a little tangle on it. So you stop, you detangle, and off you go again.
Off you go again. And that's how easy it is. Let it do all of the work automatically.
Amazing. Get yours now if you want it, obviously, because if you don't pay for it, we're not going to send it to you, unfortunately. It's just the way it works, folks. It's brand new today. It's the launch here on ShopOnTV of the Tower VL100 Optimum digital anti-tangle cordless 3-in-1 pole vacuum cleaner with HEPA 12 filter, 1 litre tank. That's a mouthful. And again, the digital motor, that's what the digital part means, which is it's a frictionless motor, which gives you more power from the motor, which means less drain on the battery, so the battery lasts longer as well. It's a reach vac. You can go up high, you can go down low. It is what do they call that again? The old cyclonic action, which means there are 8 cyclones that keep all the dirt at the side of the tank so that it doesn't lose power right down to the point when the tank is completely full. It's a very high capacity, or actually a decently high capacity 1 litre tank. You've got the HEPA 12 filter, which is washable, and remember that means 99.95% of germs, bacteria, virus, spores, mold, bits and bobs from the street, all of that are kept out. They get trapped in the vacuum, and they are then discarded instead of being dispersed around your room. 40% of the stock is now accounted for. I mean, we started with the big stock. It is the launch stock. If you don't believe us, please do your research. I don't want you to buy this now just because we've got the best price and because it's so amazing. Because at the end of the day, you don't know that until you've checked and until you're absolutely sure, right? So go and have a Google, have a Bing, have a Yahoo, and put in that exact model, the VL100. Do a price, by all means, do a price comparison. And by the way, if anywhere online it shows the vacuum without the stand, with the one you get from us, it comes with the stand. I don't think on our website we've got a picture of it, but yes, it does come with the stand, absolutely guaranteed. Every single one does. So that's also included benefit, although I think it comes with it wherever you buy it, to be honest. And if you were going to go somewhere, we've done the research already for you, but if you want to see it with your own eyes, have a look online and you'll see these prices that we're about to show you. Any second now we'll have some comparison prices. There it is. We opted for the slower system to save money, which we pass on to you folks. This is towerhousewares.co.uk. That is the actual manufacturer's website, £149. Very.co.uk is £149. Argos, £150. £149.99 at Boots. And Asda have got it for £139. The best basically the second best price on the market is Asda. But here at ShopOnTV, another £20 off £30 off Asda and £40 off of everywhere else for exactly the same model, direct from Tower. This is actually coming to you direct from Tower themselves. 631659 is your item number. Please check out if you want it. We're almost getting towards 50, half of the launch stock gone. And so if you don't check out and pay for it, you won't get it. And also, I just want to say, these prices don't last forever. They are, everything you buy from ShopOnTV is technically for a limited period of time, and they may go up. And I don't know how much they'll go up, but there's only so, and also we don't know how much of the stock. Tower supply us and also all of those other people, Argos, Debenhams, and all those other retailers you saw and more. And there's only so much stock that gets allocated to us at a certain price. So just like with these pans, where now it's end of the line, they're not coming back at that price, the same could happen with the vacuum. So my point is, get them when you know you want them, get them straight away, because then you've locked in the best price that you can get them for, that we're aware of, and you know you've got that amazing vacuum that's chock full of features. Jerry has emailed in. He says, good morning. Good morning, Jerry. How are you? And also to who? Crispy Bacon has emailed in. And I'm sure it was his birthday a couple of months ago, wasn't it? Crispy, I think you just like a birthday message. You know what, Crispy? You can have a birthday every day if you want, as far as I'm concerned. So happy birthday to you, a happy birthday to you, a happy birthday, dear Crispy Bacon. Happy birthday. Well, went a bit off tune there. Happy birthday to you. Went really off tune at the end. To you. Happy birthday to you. Gary says he's a single dad with 4 boys at home, and that vacuum is going to make his life much, much easier. It will. If you haven't checked out your basket though, apparently, Gary, so you need to do that, and then it will, especially once you've taught the kids how to use it. Hey kids, here's some fun. Look at what this can do. They can do 15 minutes each before it runs out of battery. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come back to that later. Check out your vacuum. This is the last of the stock. We are at about 40% of the final stock gone. So, and we haven't even showed a proper demo yet, which is what we're about to do now. Trust me when I tell you, the minute we start showing these in use with Paul Brodell, the phone lines light up, the website explodes. They sell out very quickly. Once these are gone, it could be tonight. Once they're gone, you will never see them again. This exact set will not return, and at that price. So it's last chance, literally, to get them now.
I just love how easy they are. The handles are fantastic, 10-year guarantee, but look, I just got to show you how good this is. Now, this is in our wonderful air fryer oven.
On the show as well. Look, with the air fryer, yeah.
We are doing our roast dinner. Can you see how it just slides around? Nothing sticks whatsoever. The quality of the non-stick is phenomenal. So I'm just going to pop that back in our oven there. So you imagine, because you can remove the handles, suddenly you can bake cakes in the pans. You can do your pineapple upside down cakes, little stews, curries, casseroles. You're only limited by your imagination, which is just so good. And then I'm going to just do a little tiny bit of scrambled egg here, just to show you how good the non-stick is, because it is phenomenal. You will love with this Serrashore non-stick how good it is. Can you see? Again, it comes with a 5-year warranty on the pans, 10 on the handles. It's incredible, and they're dishwasher safe too. Can you see how nothing sticks? I'm just going to let that burn on there.
Lovely, yep.
And then what I'm going to do in this one here, I'm just going to pop some cheese in, because I'm going to do the quickest cheese sauce that you've ever done.
Now, we do have a variety of sizes, don't we? Of course, you've got your 2 interchangeable handles, but you've got your saute pan, the 2 different saucepans as well, the wok as well. So all of it included in your amazing 13-piece set. Induction hob compatible, as you can see, with what we're using, and also any hob type. So if you're cooking on gas, cooking on electric, it is good to go. And Paul, as you say, oven safe. Just detach the handle, pop them in the oven up to 260 degrees C.
They certainly are.
Air fryer safe, as you just saw. But also, Paul, I've had the pleasure of watching the master at work, because with the chicken, different cooking times on your potatoes and your garnishes. So you've been taking that out, adding things, putting it back in.
You can all the way through.
Brilliant.
Now look, I just want to show you the non-stick. So this is scrambled egg that I've purposely left, and look, it just comes away. Your clean up, it's next to nothing. So I'm just going to pop that on our pan there, and I'm just going to, again, we're cooking on induction, but it could be halogen, electric, gas. Look at that, look.
Yeah, you stick that in the wash quickly, but here we quickly wipe it.
I promised you the quickest cheese sauce you've ever made, didn't I?
Yeah.
Now, so there it is.
That's not sticking, it's good.
It's not sticking at all, no. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some in and let it burn, okay? Because I want to show you how good this non-stick is. So I've got our tortilla chips.
Right.
Now, look at that.
Oh my goodness me. Oh.
Now, look at that, look. I promise you, if you have a nibble on one of them, you will just love it. But what I'm going to do is
let it
now,
cool down for a second.
I'm going to purposely, I've left some in the pan.
Yes.
I'm going to let it burn on.
Okay.
I've got
to show
some
the
extra cheese. Yeah.
Coating.
To show how bad it is. I've even got some milk. If you've ever burnt milk in a pan before, you know how terrible it sticks. It really is. So we're doing the worst that we can throw at it, and I'm going to let that tick over there just to show you how bad it can be. But in the next one here, I'm just going to fry off some onions just to show. Oh, please try it. It's
got my eye on one of these. I was waiting just because I didn't want to burn my mouth with the cheese sauce. But look at that.
Now again.
Oh, he naturally is at home in front of a movie.
At home, anything like that. But just going to do some stir-fried veggies in here.
That's amazing with the cheese sauce as well.
Oh, isn't it delicious? Was that the quickest cheese sauce that you've ever made? Now again, it looks horrendous mess, doesn't it? Can you see how that's burning? So obviously you wouldn't do this at home, but you can imagine the phone goes and someone knocks at the door, stuff like that.
Or you just leave something, the base of something's cooking away.
Nothing.
Oh, that's really good.
Whatsoever.
It's peeling away.
This is how forgiving these pans are, and this is why I just love them so much.
So a great name as well, isn't it? From Tower.
You imagine. Look at that. You know, lots of pans, stainless steel pans, that would never stick.
You almost think, when you see the words non-stick, you almost think that some manufacturers should put the non-stick in inverted commas, like non-stick, you know, unless, you know, but that looks like a genuine non-stick, just easy. And that's the Serrashore ceramic coating, and also the decades of experience from Tower. Remember, right from the early 1900s, Tower have been doing this and making amazing quality cookware. And now it's pancake.
Well, I'm going to show you something else now. So, I'm going to make a mess on the side, okay?
Okay.
Now, because not only have you got the Serrashore amazing non-stick on the inside, you've got it on the outside as well. And it really is fabulous.
Have another one of
and
these.
while that's cooking on the outside, I'm just going to throw some of our chopped meats in there, just to do something sticky like that, with that amazing even heat distribution. Can you hear that wonderful sizzle? It really is so good. I haven't used any oil whatsoever.
Oh wow, because it suggests like little oil, not as much.
Now,
so you put none in, right? It's amazing.
Yeah, and did you see with our stir-fry vegetables here, again, little or no oil, which is just fantastic, but nothing is sticking whatsoever. It really is that fantastic.
The Serrashore ceramic.
Well, that is the quality that you get. Look at that, look. Can you
Now you got this pancake mix gluing itself to the outside.
Gluing it to the side. I don't know whether you can see it yet.
Yeah. It's baking itself on there. Yeah.
Right, so, and now obviously the cameras, we haven't done this on camera, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up a bit and then I'm going to give it a wipe.
Okay.
So you ready? This is only for TV purposes. Can you see how when, there you go,
wow, that is
look at that, look. That was burnt on pancake mix on the side, it just wipes off.
So we know that even if the inside is non-stick, as they say, the outside definitely won't be. But here, the Serrashore non-stick genuinely is non-stick on the inside and on the outside.
That's it. It
Full
really
quality.
is. You're getting incredible quality.
Just to run through exactly what you're getting, Paul, then you're getting the 18 centimetre saucepan, the 20 centimetre saucepan, the 24 and the 28 frying pans, the 28 wok, that's 28 centimetres by the way, each time, 28 centimetres. You're getting the lids as well, 2 detachable handles, and of course the silicone lids too. And they all nest and stack inside each other. So if you've got really small amount of storage in your kitchen, space is a premium, then don't worry, they're not going to be sticking out handles everywhere, poking everywhere. The detachable handles make them so easy to store and to keep safe at home and stacked. Pop them in the dishwasher to clean them if you want, wipe them clean and keep going, wash them by hand and keep going, but you've got a 10-year guarantee on the handles and an extended 5-year guarantee on the pan. All you need to do is register on the website to actually activate that guarantee. But how amazing is that? And the detachable handles, so easy to use as well, aren't they?
They are so. It literally is at the click of a button like that. And then suddenly you've got your frying pan turns into your oven dish, your cottage pie dish, you know, anything like that. If you're doing a pasta bake, you can put the cheese on, pop the whole time, and then you can even take it in the oven. And now can you see how evenly, wonderfully cooked?
Yeah, no, it looks really even, like no burning, no sticking or anything. Like,
fantastic.
Really good.
I'm going to do the worst scenario now. We've got our honey barbecue sauce here. So you imagine how sticky that is.
Yeah, now that would be a nightmare on your saucepan or your wok at home, wouldn't it?
It certainly is. Oh, yeah.
Not having a problem.
And how much do you spend on like the sticky pork and stuff like that?
Oh, don't even
there you go. Look at that. Look.
So you can get those tastes at home. Like you don't need to worry. Like you know when you buy a new item of clothing, it's like, oh gosh, what's the washing instructions? When you buy like, or you look at a recipe, you think, what dishes am I going to need? What am I going to have to wash up afterwards? Is it a one wok job or is it a one saucepan job? Single pan. But this is like, don't worry, just get cooking and don't worry about the cleanup.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic. So we've got our sticky honey, our vegetables in there. We've got it all, and it's just done it so easy. Meals in minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look for my rice too.
Don't forget it's the Serrashore as well. So you've got the Serrashore coating, meaning this is a sort of surface, shall I say? Because this is like beauty is more than skin deep. This is a proper solid pan. So the whole thing is Serrashore. We're not talking coatings or thin layers here. The whole thing is that Serrashore ceramic non-stick. And you're getting your egg fried rice.
We certainly have. So we've got our chopped, wonderful, and our honey teriyaki there, and barbecue. We've got our wonderful egg fried rice that we're just going to do here now. Look at this, everyone. So
you just made your own takeaway.
Exactly, we really have.
Oh my goodness. So you're not limited with your type of hob, are you?
No, not at all, no. And you see how none of this is sticking whatsoever. It's incredible. It's going to make your washing up a breeze here.
So
every single time.
When you're talking electric hobs, induction, gas, no worries. Use these pans on anything. Take the handle off, stick the pan in the oven up to 260 degrees as well.
Nothing there
put them in the air fryer
whatsoever. So we've got our wonderful stir-fry egg rice, which I'm just going to serve up here now.
Ooh, look at
Like
that
so.
fried rice.
Then I'm just going to grab the cloth
looking good.
and just show you how.
Obviously at home you give it a little wash.
Look at that, look, it just comes away in a matter of seconds.
Oh, nice.
And then look at that wonderful sticky pork. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some of the residue in there, like so. I'm going to have to fill a plate there because we've made so much. I'm going to let the really get sticky.
Okay.
I'm going to add some cheese to burn it on. I've got some milk to burn it on, just to show you the ultimate that you can put these through.
So you're going the most drastic demonstration here to show the non-stick of the Cerashore ceramic, and you are getting a 13 pan or piece pan set here from the amazing Tower name. It's working out at $6.53 a component. You're getting the saucepans, you're getting the saute dish, you're getting the wok, you're getting the 2 detachable handles, you're getting the silicone lids, as well as the actual saucepan and pan lids as well. And you're getting a full set for the kitchen here, and they are oven safe up to 260 degrees C in the oven. Stick them in the air fryer as well, and with those silicone covers you can maybe store for later or keep in the fridge or afterwards. Maybe if you've done a big cottage pie or a big lasagna and you've got any leftovers, maybe stick it in the fridge and put it in the oven again the next day, I guess. So it is $30.31 on 3 payments on your PayPal Pay in 3. That includes your delivery, and at $149.99 is your normal price, but it is an amazing saving of £65 off right now, making it $84.99, which is a phenomenal price. I mean, seriously, $84.99. Paul, we like
You know what, I've seen saucepans on their own for that price, and in a minute I will talk you through all the pans because they're just incredible. Yeah. Please never think of this as just the wok, because they're so multi-usage. Now, I'm just putting it through the worst that it can do. You know, you wouldn't normally do this at home. I'm cooking on induction, which is very hot and very quick to heat up. And, you know, look at this, look. It just comes away.
You can see the burnt bits.
Nothing sticks whatsoever. And this is exactly what you want from a wok, you know, and nothing is sticking there at all. So I am trying to put it through the worst paces that I can do, and it just comes away clean.
It will be the bottom
every single time. And don't forget, you have got this on the side too, so it really is so good for coming away every single time.
They are now seriously in danger of selling out. If you've just tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, that is our Tower Freedom pan set. We're going to go back to the next demonstration in a second, but I just want to remind everybody, by the way, if you see us mention the Vortex oven, I'm afraid that's sold out. That sold out a while ago. But there are lots of others, including some like a double air fried. We're going to do full shows on those very soon. But have a look at shopontv.co.uk. You can always search for Tower. They're also at the bottom of our product pages. If you go to the show page for now and scroll down, you should see them. But this is the last of the stock ever. These are being discontinued, this exact set. You will not get this set ever again, unless you go to another retailer that still has stock. The thing is, we sell often in a night what a traditional retailer will sell in a month or even a year. So our stock allocated stock has sold out way quicker than anyone else's. So here's the website, $84.99, and if you click go all the way down, look at the very bottom. There's the double air fryer from Tower. We've got a Black & Decker one as well. With loads of stuff. It's worth. Oh, do you know what that Tower upholstery spot cleaner is amazing, absolutely amazing. If you want to clean all your upholstery and stuff, honestly, I cannot recommend that enough. Great for the car as well, because it's portable, and you know it's like one of those big carpet cleaners, carpet washers, but it's a portable form for doing all your soft furnishings and stuff that otherwise would be difficult to clean. But I'm just saying, I just thought as I saw it, I might as well mention it. $199.99. So, bless you, Alan. But let's go back to the pans. So if you see the Vortex oven, that's not available, but loads of other stuff is. What's the stock? We're almost at half the stock now, right? Half the stock left of the pans. We'll show you one more clip. We may get time for another one. We'll have to see before we go back to the vacuum. If you don't buy them now, you might miss them and you'll never get this pan set again at all unless you buy it for a more expensive. What are the other prices on the other websites? Just very quickly, about 169 quid. Down to about 149, so that's how much it is everywhere else. Here it is. Look, Tower, I've got it for 160, well, 170 basically. House of Fraser the same, Debenhams the same, Wallace the same. On by 148.95, but we're at 84.99. We've been the market-beating price for at least a couple of months now, but this is the end of the line for this exact set. The T900 160. 13-piece cookware set. Once our stock is sold out, we cannot and will not get any more back at all, period, full stop, the end, and that price has gone away. So it's your last chance to buy them now.
Oh, steak. I was like, you know, from The Simpsons when it's all pork.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
steak. But Tower, we are proud because, Paul, you're not going to put your name and your time and your
do you
energy.
know what? I absolutely love this. And again, with the detachable handles, it is just so good. And again, you can pop them straight in the oven there.
Yep.
And you can pull it out with one oven. But just imagine you suffer from stiff joints, anything like that.
Yep.
You can put the two handles on, take it out with two handles. How much easier is that? If you've ever taken a pan out with a wet cloth before, you only do it once. Where this makes life so much easier. It really is so good. We're going to put it to the ultimate test, really. I've got so many different things to do. Now, if you've ever burnt milk or cheese in a pan before, you know how much it can really stick. You know, if it's stainless steel, it can be terrible, can it? But imagine now, I am going to literally pop a steak in here, and there's no oil in there. I don't know whether you can see the onions. They're not sizzling because there's no oil there. Nothing at all.
So lose the fat, not lose the flavour.
Exactly. Listen to that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that.
Of course, you've got the 2.5mm base with the even heat distribution, and then your amazing Sarah Shaw pans as well.
Now, in this one, I'm just burning some cheese. I'm just going to show you the worst scenario. Now, you imagine not only cheese, so imagine on your lasagna dish, anything like that. Imagine putting a bit of egg with it too. Imagine.
I would imagine that, but it's going to burn.
Imagine putting a bit of pancake batter in there as well.
My kids would love this.
Really trying to get it to stick. Now, while this is melting, I'm just going to turn over our steak. Now, I'm just going to give it a bit of a nudge. Look at that, look.
So no oil, that's just the natural oil from the steak.
That is just the natural oil that's come from the steak. And look at this. Caramelisation. Sears beautifully. How gorgeous is that? Just
so that's the even heat distribution for you.
That is, yeah, that's that wonderful thick base that you've got on there.
That means you've got your garnishes cooking at the same time. You're not worried about cold spots with your heat distribution.
Pop in a few mushrooms there. I'm going to do it in a Stilton and cream sauce in a minute. But look at this one.
So this is all burned on now, surely.
Well, look,
you've ruined your pan. Oh no, you haven't.
And you see how it's just perfection personified, isn't it?
That is
look at that look. Now you imagine a hot pan like that. I'm now going to put some omelette mix in there.
Easy. Just look at the pan. It's clean. That's the Sarah Shaw ceramic non-stick. The cleanup is so easy. You can put them in the dishwasher if you want to. They are dishwasher safe, but we don't think you're going to need to. Just give them a quick clean and away you go. But also up to 260 degrees in the oven. And then you've got your detachable handles, so you can go from oven to air fryer, from air fryer to table, to dining table, to kitchen, back to the hob. Oh, and talking of hobs, have you got a particular type of hob and you think, oh no, are these saucepans good for it? Well, we're using the induction hob here in the studio, so it's the magnetic base, and then you can use these on any hob type. So induction, gas, electric,
exactly.
all of them.
Now, I think I've just made the quickest cheese omelette you've ever had. Look how gorgeous. Cheese and herb omelette.
Oh my
look
gosh.
at that, look.
You pay so much.
How,
Look at that, it looks
and can
gourmet.
you see, completely clean as a whistle. Healthy and delicious, high in protein. Look at
I
that.
don't know how you did that, but that omelette looked just really posh for some, like...
Well, and it's done in seconds. You imagine a bit of salad with that, and bam, you've got it in no time at all.
A few
Now,
frites with it, yeah.
so I would say that steak is pretty much done how I like it. You've got a nice lot of caramelisation. It's sizzling, bubbling, bit of salt and pepper. Pop that on there. But I'm now going to make a bit of a sauce with it.
You're losing
I've
the
got
fat, not the flavour, because you've not
Stilton
put in any
cheese.
extra oil or butter on these, and these are Serrashore non-stick. Cream straight in the hot pan, no worries. Yes, it's bubbling away, but we're not worried about it burning today.
Oh yeah, this will be the quickest Stilton sauce ever.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that, look.
You do like your
And
Stilton?
a lot of Stilton.
Yeah.
Get like this on fresh air left. Right. Now, and my top tip is just put a bit of pickle in with it too.
Ah. See, this is why Paul's
adds
a
a bit of sweetness.
top shop on TV
So this
chef.
wonderful. Now, if you think, oh, look, it's going to burn, it's going to catch, well, I'm going to prove that it won't. So I'll just let that Stilton melt, and then we've got the quickest Stilton sauce that you've ever had. And how much do you pay for ribeye and Stilton sauce? 25 quid in a restaurant?
25, 30 more,
just going
depending
to
on where
start
you are.
our stir fry going.
Yeah.
Look at that. A bit of cabbage.
We're going straight from the pan to the wok here because you can. This is a 13-piece set where you've got your 2 saucepans, the sauté dish, the 2 pans and the wok dish as well. 2 detachable handles, very easy to use, so you click on and click off. All come beautifully boxed. It's a great wedding present actually. Brilliant housewarming gift or a treat to yourself. The thing is, I say treat, and it's not like an extravagance, is it? Because it's not like a, oh, I don't know when I'm going to use it, and I don't know if I'm going to need it. You know, this is cooking. This is something you're going to use every single day. This is something that you need to at least have a certain level of quality
You
about.
may think, oh, look, he's burning out. Well, I'm doing it on pothos, but just look what happens when I go across.
It's peeling away.
It just comes away.
Yeah.
Look at that, look.
Obviously,
Plastic or silicone utensils.
soft utensils.
You
yeah?
smell that Stilton sauce. So I'm just going to pour that over the top, but I'm going to leave some in the pan.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Just to burn it on.
So deliberately, you're deliberately
burning it on. Just to
is
show you the
beautiful.
quality of these pans is just incredible. We've got our veggies here to go with it. Quick stir fry I'm doing here. Trying to get it.
See, with my old wok, I used to have to be worried about the heat distribution because I could never leave something. You were busy over here and you left that going, but it didn't.
Yeah.
There weren't hot spots. You haven't
Just
suddenly charged
literally,
your
I've
counter.
just used a bit of spray oil like that to keep it going. Just wonderful. Now, remember this burnt mess?
It doesn't smell good. It's smelling
think,
very burned up.
Look at that, look. But it just comes away clean. You know, this is what I want to show. How forgiving. You imagine someone knocks at the front door, the telephone goes, you know, you're occupied, something like that. We've all done it.
Yeah.
This is how forgiving these pans are. And this is why I really want everyone to experience
You're not there forever
how
with the
good
cleaner.
they are.
Yeah, you're not there forever wondering about how am I going to get this off, or soaking it, or wasting your washing up liquid, you know, or extra tools, or scrubbing. You don't want to scrub it because you don't want the damage. You wouldn't
Now, I
want to
just want to show you the outside too, where I poured the sauce. Literally wipes away clean. They are just incredible.
Remember, this is Serrashore ceramic. You live in the dream when you get these. Seriously, 13-piece set here from Tower. PayPal Pay in 3 as well, including your delivery, is £30.31 over 3 months. The guarantee, because you'd obviously think, you know, with such a good brand name as Tower, these are going to be guaranteed, right? Well, 10 years on the handles and a 5-year extended guarantee on the actual pans. You just need to activate it on the Tower website, of course. And being the Freedom range, the handles go across the entire range, so they interchange. And also, talking of interchanging and stuff like that, nesting as well. Which ones are hot? Which ones are cold here? So that's hot. I don't want to touch that one. But looking, that one's hot, but it's got a handle. But I'll just drop this in so that you can see.
Yeah, let me.
So I've got the 2 different size saucepans here. One goes in the other, and they nest like so. So that's an example of at least 2 of them and how they nest. But they are very, very easy to stack. If you're thinking about a handle and is that going to get in the way in the cupboard? No, because you just detach the handle and it comes off and they nest like that. It does go all the way in, I promise. There you go. So which means they can be cake tins, baking trays, sauté dishes, woks. Is that locked in there?
Yeah, that's all locked in.
Yeah, you have got it, all your bases covered when you get this Tower Freedom set. And the Tower brand, one that's been going since 1913, you're doing well to get that too. And we have done a deal for you to make sure that we've negotiated this set down from $149.99 to $84.99 for the whole set.
Now,
$84.99.
Again, I just want you to imagine here. So that one fits in that one, then your two cans on top and all the rest, and plus the one in here.
And
so
don't
they
forget your
all
lids
fit on top of
as well.
each other, and then you've got the lids.
Quite swish lids, aren't they? Because you've got
They
the
certainly have. Yeah.
You've got your window there so you can see what's happening inside your saucepan. You've got to stand behind it, so there you go. The vent is there for draining things or letting the steam out, and then you've got your gap for the handle. That's where the handle clicks on there. But that is a really, really nice, solid saucepan lid. That is.
Now we've done our stir fry now. I've just added some of our thick soya sauce in there. Wonderful. And again, that was just cabbage and some vegetables. How good is that? That's for our lovely Martha. That smells.
Yeah, you're making everyone's lunch today, aren't we?
There you go. That's nice and healthy.
Have you got your order in today? Yeah,
Look at that.
Didn't have to ask him twice.
And again, don't forget that Cerisure non-stick is on the outside of the pan as well. It really is so good.
There aren't many of those left, ladies and gentlemen. I've tried to sort of give you a little bit of an early warning. These are now discontinued. That is the last of what we have in stock here in the business is the last. That's it. Unless you go and buy them for more, for what is it, something like 60, 70 quid more. At the other retailers. They will be coming up with the next set, but they won't be at £84.99. They'll be, I would almost imagine they'll be over 100 quid. We'll get the best price we can on them, of course. But to get these right now, it's like buying a brand new, what would I equate this to in level of car? It's like buying a brand new BMW 3 Series at a 3-year medium mileage used price. Right? Even a high mileage. It's 50,000 miles, 3 or 4 years old, but you're getting it brand new.
Yeah.
Is that about right, would you say?
I would say.
Gary, and now Gary's the gentleman who's got the four kids.
Yeah.
And 4 kids. Oh, it doesn't work that way, does it? 4 candles. 4 kids. Actually, that sounds almost rude. 4 kids.
It's that accent that did it.
But he's got on to buy the pans because he can make the omelette in his combination oven because he can take the handle off.
Yay.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I do genuinely love I have the previous ones to those. In fact, I'm quite jealous of those now, actually.
Yeah.
But the previous ones are great. I love them. I genuinely do. I've had them probably 4 or 5 years.
Well, I was going to say, even if they get a 5-year guarantee on the pans, 10 on that, even if they do last 4 or 5 years, then you throw them away and get the next set.
Yeah, it's fine to do.
But you must register with all the extended warranties with Tower, you must register. You get the standard, but you have to register the extended warranty. It's free, but you have to do it on the website because they need to know who bought it and what time the warranty's got to start from.
Exactly.
Right. Now, speaking of Tower, here we have another towering example of... that did not look sexy. With a big belly like that, no.
Depends on who's
Action fat. I'm mostly belly now. I did a TV show called NCIS Los Angeles with Linda Hunt, who's Oscar-winning Linda Hunt, and she's about this high. And when I was standing next to her, somebody insisted on taking our photo together. She literally could have fitted in my belly. Yeah. She also was the principal.
You could have been pregnant with her.
I could have been pregnant with her. Yeah. James is asking about the vacuum. So what's he asking? Does it stop the horrid smells, the dank, musty smells when you vacuum the room?
Yes, it does indeed. And I tell you why it does that is number one, okay, the HEPA filter also will help stop underfiltration, stop those smells coming out. But also, you are not leaving dirt in here for weeks and weeks on end. You're emptying this quite often. In fact, I use my... I've the lesser Tower than this at home. I've got a number of vacuums.
Yeah.
I've got 3. And the lesser vacuum from Tower I use around to do the cat litter. That the cat kicks out.
Right.
And it has a smell of pee, of course.
Of course it
But
does.
it traps all of that in,
Yeah.
so it doesn't come out.
Likewise, or conversely, actually, my canister vac, which has got a bag in it, but you don't have to buy any more bags, by the way, sits in the cupboard for months on end, and every time I switch it on, it smells absolutely horrible.
Because it's getting disgusting inside. Got to talk you through this again.
Please,
if I
go
may,
for it.
So, first and foremost, look at it's got its own stand. Let me move that and show you the stand itself, okay?
And this is included.
This is included,
No additional
okay?
charge.
Now, this here is it's an aluminium bar
Shaft.
just here, okay? So this is strong. You've got your lovely top in here just to hold on to the vacuum. A little place at the side for you to just put your charging cable. A place at the back here to put your tools, the 2 tools that we give you. You've got your flat plate here to sit your vacuum on, and of course your little buffer, your stopper at the front. So it goes in and looks like this, okay? In it goes, and it sits like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Love
You
it.
Keep it plugged in. And
Don't even know, it's just a bit of black wrap that came off our light.
that's what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's
yes,
what
it's
it was.
easily fixable.
So you pop it in,
Don't even have
and
to put it away at all.
again, it's charging. It's standing there. It's charging on that. Everything is perfect, okay? So when you want to come to use this, you don't have to keep it plugged in all of the time, of course. I'm just going to move this back.
Yep.
So when you come to use this, this has a number of amazing, amazing features. Now, genuinely, what I want you to do is think about £110.
Okay.
£110, what it gets you in a vacuum cleaner. If you go to one of the big stores and you walk in and you see them all across there, you see it out like that, you'll see the box, you go, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Is it going to be any good? And what does automatic mean? We're going to tell you that now. But I'm going to say this to you, for £110, you're not going to get even half of the features that you're going to get here on something in
Can
the
we
shop.
give everyone the store experience? Dave, would you mind passing us the box, please? Shall we show everyone the box?
Let's
Because
show
the boxes are actually really good on this. You know, I didn't mean to cut you off. But
No, not at all.
Just so you can see at home. Come on in. Come on, boy. It's good boy. Good
There he
boy.
is. Ah, they took the camera off so we
Right.
can't see David.
Yeah. So let's go front, sides, and back.
Right, okay.
So if you were in a shop walking down the aisle, this is what you would see.
Okay, so Tower, built for better since 1912. That is important. 1912, Tower's been around since. 3-year warranty. It says here 3-year guarantee. It has a little star just there. That means you must register it, okay?
yes.
But come on, folks, let me ask you something, okay? How else would they know how long you've had it? You must register it so they know who you are and that you have it if you have any issues. 29.6 volt lithium ion rechargeable battery, up to 60 minutes of run time. And because it's automatic, you will get that the majority of the time. Anti-tangle all floor heads. That means you don't have to change different heads for different floors. Auto adjust dust sensor. I'll explain that to you. Anti-allergy HEPA 12. Okay, you can see here then the lovely big display.
Yeah.
As you go down to the bottom, it'll show you the anti-tangle as well on that.
And that's a percentage battery indicator
That's
there.
exactly. So it's a little thing here saying that's your battery power, 96%. It'll tell you what power you're on. This is on auto. You can change the mode. It's all touch sensitive.
And then on the sides, yeah.
Again, there you go. That's the very bottom of
there
it.
it is,
Tangle
yeah.
the brush bar, anti-tangle. Now, they're not infallible. I'm going to say that to you. You know I'm always straight with you. I don't lie to you. I don't ever exaggerate things to you. You will end up getting some hairs on it, but not to the same extent. There is the little combs at the back.
If you overwhelm it, it's good. Yes, but then you get the little device
Yes,
to take there.
to
Let's
take
go
the
down
thing
the side,
off,
shall
okay?
we?
Let's have a little look at the side then. So what we have again, if we come along our turbo 11 kPa, that's the power, the suction power, all the way down here. And again, as we go down, you can see touch sensitivity, LED display with variable power modes, automatically increases suction power and of course decreases it depending on the dust levels. It is just fantastic. Love this machine, and I can promise you this. I know you're going to say, yeah, you said you loved the last machine too. Last machine we did for you here was under...
A man can have many lovers.
Many lovers. It was under 90 quid, and I told you the benefits and the features of it for under 90 pounds.
Yeah.
We have now gone over 100. You'll never, I don't think you'll see us here with 400 or 500 pound vacuums because I don't think that's our style. But now we've gone above the 100 pounds, but it's my job to tell you what you get for your money. And again, Rob said, and this is my mantra, I will not come up here and I will not use this and talk you through it unless I have used it, as you know, Rob, at home for a number of weeks. Okay?
For sure.
This one I've had about 8 days, not a number of weeks.
Yeah.
But I am very familiar with Tower because it was so hot off the press to get it into us. That's when I got it to use it. But I absolutely love this. this machine. Now,
Really nice box as well, portable, you know, great. It would be a great gift box as well. £6.95 capped postage. So if you buy now the £4.95 is capped. Anything additional is not. But at least if you buy multiple of these, you know, the extra couple of quid on this. If you buy something else, you know, we keep your postage to a minimum.
Yeah.
And all of the stuff that's on the box, we have on our little slides that we're going to show you too.
Yeah.
You know, I disagree, actually. I disagree. I'm disagreed for the first time with something that Alan said. You don't think we'll ever sell £400 or £500 vacuums here at ShopOnTV? If you change that name there
Good point.
to one or two of other different names, we would be.
Yeah.
So we're just not charging £400 or £500 for it.
I can genuinely see your point.
Yeah.
With
And that's
the
what Towel's all
amount
about,
of tech
right?
it's got in here, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tower probably produce more of these products than the big badge. And again, a lot of that is snob value. It's if you buy a gold bracelet from somewhere you might have breakfast, you know, then it's going to cost you a lot more than if you buy the exact same.
It's like cars, watches, it's all.
Yeah,
it's the, you know, the
Prestige.
Brand. It's the prestige.
And I'm not saying this isn't a prestige brand. It's just not a prestige price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, over to you.
Right, let me just show you. Okay,
Thanks,
so
mate.
one button up here for your thumb. Listen to the power. It's on low power. As I move forward,
got the power.
that power increases. Look at the job it's doing with all of that just there. Even though I've got a big stack of porridge oats, it has left nothing behind. This next little line that I have here is actually sage and onion stuffing, dried stuffing.
I love a good stuffing.
You do. Yeah. And there we go. Again, everything is up and gone. Let me get those few little bits out the side. Here is a line of salt, okay? Just to show you again, you hear it turning itself down because it's not got anything
salt's
now.
easy.
And again, as we go forward, up goes that suction power, and again, everything is gone. Again, herbs, let's just go over this. Again, you will see if I stop and come back, how clean that line is. If I go forward and stop and come back, you can see how clean the line is. Now again, look at how beautifully clean that floor is. Let me go over the last little bit just here. Now here's a little thing for you as well to remember. You do have those tools on board that if you do need to get into nooks, crannies or corners, you have the capability because you have those tools. Let's come over here, Rob, to the next little floor, okay? And I'm going to go right through the middle of this. So I've got herbs, I've got tea, and I've got bashed up crisps, okay?
Bashed up crisps.
And I didn't, I even walked them in. So straight down the middle just there. Now just watch the results that I'm going to achieve with that just there. Check out the difference. Look at how clean that is. Now my bin is getting very full. In fact,
it's time for an empty.
full.
We haven't showed the empty yet, have we?
We haven't.
You know what this is, Alan?
What?
This is to the tune of The Power of Love, but substituting the brand name. It's the power of Tower.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Have a look at how full that is. And look at with the cyclonic power, you can see the different layers of stuff. So now, when I pick this up, and I'm going to put this over here, right? I'm going to pop this in. Sorry, Rob. I'm going to put this into its stand. And now I'm going to show you how we empty this, okay? Now, you would do this over your bin. We understand that. But look at it's gone way over the maximum. All you do is go ahead. Now, this is how to look after this as well, okay? Press that button.
Wow.
Out comes the dirt. Give it a tap, okay? And then what you would do is reach inside, okay? And catch that and twist it, okay? Now, here's what we do to clean. You would get a microfiber cloth and you would clean all of that and dust it down, okay? You do this into your bin. Now, then what we would do is catch the HEPA filter and twist it, okay? And what we can see is any dirt that's in there, tap it out. But you can see how effective the machine is itself at stopping dust and dirt even going to that HEPA filter, because look at how clean that is. And now what we can do, or what we should do, is every couple of days is bring this to the side of your bin. I'm going to do it on the floor here and simply tap it. And that will tap out the loose, and you can see what's come out of it.
Yeah.
Now,
stock update, please, Leslie. So about half the stock.
Half the stock gone.
Half the stock gone. Wow.
This is completely washable with lukewarm water, tepid, I would say. Let it dry naturally and then put it back into your machine, okay? Now remember, you would give all of this a bit of a rub around. I don't have a HEPA filter here with me. But of course, no, actually, you get that brush, Rob. Where did I put that brush? brush, that little tool that I had, where did I do that? Did I?
It was on the...
Let me just, excuse me for just a second till I find it.
it was on the chair. Oh, it's there. Well, there's one over
No,
there.
there's one over there. Right, so you get
So
the
I've
brush.
got a happy birthday to do while we look for it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Whose birthday is it? Christine says it's her son Paul's 27th birthday.
27.
Christine, okay, he loves watching the show. Christine and Paul's 3 sisters. So Paul's birthday, yeah? Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Paul, happy birthday to you.
We're not going to worry, I couldn't find
Wait,
it.
can he find it?
Thank you for that music.
I bet you'll find it.
It was somewhere there. I used it literally just a second ago, wasn't I?
I'm good at finding anything.
Yeah, I know. David's getting the one-off pack shot there for us. Chuck it, David. Lovely. So again, we have that brush, so we can use that brush. And that's why it comes with it for doing little jobs like this, just to get rid of the excess dust and dirt around it. I would use, to be honest with you, I would use this if you wanted to, but I would personally use a little microfiber cloth. That's just what I would do. Once that's clean, pop it back into position and then twist it and lock it into place.
You know, I said I always find things.
Ah, there it is behind the box. You do. You are the finder of lost things.
I am.
And then simply pop this back into the back like so and twist it and lock it into place. Again, you would wipe the inside of this out as well with your microfiber cloth and you're ready to go again and vacuum. Now I want to show you something.
Yeah, go on. Would you pick all of that?
Well, that's exactly what I'm just going to do. Now, I've not tried this, so please, it's
Fingers
a lot.
crossed, everybody.
Look at how tall that is, that big thing of dirt just in front of us. But let's have a little look-see.
Oh, the hair went first. It might not. We'll see. Might not manage it.
Oh, it'll manage. Don't
Oh,
you
it's
worry
doing
about
it. It's working. It's working. Another little movie quote there.
that. How about that for $1?
Yes.
Check that out.
Bro,
What a result. And may I show you something, folks? Look at the container, at how full it actually is.
Yeah.
Just look at how full it is, and it was still picking up dirt. That's how good it is. Look.
Amazing. Look, will it still continue to pick up dirt, do you think?
Well, I don't know. I'm not going. I'm not
We're not going to try it. Let's,
Well,
let's quit while we're ahead.
Let's try it. Let's try. I'm going to try it.
Here's a little video
It's still doing it.
about what it's all about.
It's still doing it.
Still doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. I'm going to sit down for a sec because my back is killing me. 3-in-1 cleaning options. Motorized anti-tangle head. Helps prevent hair and debris build-up. Ah, there's nothing else to read. Would you ever go out? It's fun. Like being on telly.
You have to do something. Yeah, I love the automatic mode. I think it's the best part of it. Cyclonic power, it's multi-cyclones in this. Again, you can get down underneath, you know, furniture and stuff. Easy to recharge. By the way, just to say, it does go handheld and reach vacuum as well. There it is, handheld. I'm going to use that and do that in just a few minutes as well. But I want to show you in a second how to empty the dustbin again, and how much dirt we've got in. That washable HEPA 12 filter reduces allergens and mold and stuff like that. 99.95% of it, holding it back in that filter. But I love this because it's literally, there's so much dirt in here. Look at, will you see again how much I just picked up? Okay,
that's one of the big benefits, isn't it? A litre tank, brushless digital motor, dual. That's a lot of stuff.
Look at, there's all sorts. There's literally.
Well, it's about a litre of dirt.
Well, it's more because we overfilled it, Rob.
Oh.
So we really way overfilled that.
But
the thing is, didn't lose power. It just kept on picking up all of the time. So let's talk about the reach vacuum and using it as a handheld. So let's come over here to this little chair if we can, because I want to show you as well. Now, you saw this in that little video clip a second ago, that we can use this because we can get underneath and it's easy. And look at how easily it steers around. Just the twist of my wrist, and it will turn and go to all the which way places. No matter how awkward it seems to get to, it articulates itself around with just a little turn of the hand. Again, it's picked some dirt up, so it's turned itself up. Now, of course, what we can do then is we can take the head off. Okay, and then we can put this in and they lock into place. Now, what I like about this is, and genuinely, inferior machines, they simply go in and they don't lock, and they will end up twisting. So you try to do something and it's turning all the time. It locks into position, and now I can get into, let's just say this is a skirting board. Please use your imagination for me. And I can get into, let's just pull that brush forward, and lock it, I can get into those corners and I can do and pick up those darts. Now what I can do as well, if I want to, it's on auto mode, I can change that mode and I can do it manually.
Yes, which the dusting, probably because the sensor's in the head, isn't it?
The sensor's in the head.
Yeah, so you do manual for dusting.
For dusting.
Yeah.
So you can decide how much power you want and how much suction you want. Yeah. Now what I can do then is I can take that off of here and I can take this off of here.
And that is a metal pot, an aluminium
pole.
Aluminium.
Now what I can do is I can use that, first of all, pull that brush back and just use this here. Again, turning up that power then should I want, and getting into the corners and picking up all of the dust and the dirt and the debris with as much power or as little power as I actually want to get into corners. Now remember, I've got the brush as well then to pick up the other bits in the corners as well.
I've also noticed whole show on one vacuum. We haven't used the other one. The battery's only down to 66%. Isn't that amazing? 66%. Brilliant. It's really good.
Brilliant.
Here's the video once again, just as a recap. You've got power. That's a powerful battery. Do you know what? Most of the cost or the expense of these sorts of devices is actually the battery itself, because lithium-ion batteries are incredibly expensive. It's like when you buy a battery-powered car. But the fact you've got a nice big one gives you lots of power, which gives you, of course, up to an hour of cleaning time. But also, you don't do a solid, continuous hour of cleaning, do you? Now, that hour is based on if you use it on low power. It will be slightly less than that, obviously, if you are using it on high power all the time. But you literally only clean for a couple of minutes usually. When, maybe not a couple of minutes, but 5, 6, 7 minutes is probably the total actual vacuuming time that you're doing. So an hour of total charge is going to last for a long time. Several goes around. Plus, you tend to find you use it more often anyway, don't you? When you
pick this out more often, you do go to vacuum more often as well. Again, you've got this here to pick up all of the dust, dirt, and the debris.
There we go. Look at that. Yeah.
Right in and getting that. The reason a second ago is that the bottom wasn't on it properly. But again, you can see I can lift all of that dirt. Now, here's the thing about it, okay? So when I do this, okay, and I leave the finer dust, dirt and debris behind, I've got that brush to lock into position. And now I can start doing that, and I'm lifting that.
Oh, so the sensor does work even on the tool.
The sensor does work.
Okay, so it's because you didn't have your bottom closed.
I didn't have my bottom closed properly.
So there was air escaping. I see.
And again, here we go.
We had a breach.
We had a breach, and again, beautiful job done. All clean, all lovely with this machine.
It's a nice plush brush, isn't it?
It is a lovely plush brush. And again, then what we can do, not to forget, is to go out to the car, etc., or to do chairs or couches or beds.
Or mattresses.
We can pop that on here, and we can start a vacuum with that, like so, because you still have that powered brush bar, and you still have that amazing suction.
Your sofa,
still have that automatic as well.
If your pussycat's been sitting on your sofa and leaving hairballs
Exactly.
behind.
There we go. David's going to chuck me in the claw, because what I was saying to you earlier is this is such a lovely vacuum. I always give it a little bit of a dust, because you're never going to be in the situation at home that we're in here. I am really going extreme here with some of these demonstrations. And I think it's fair, to say that yours is not going to be quite as dirty as this, let's say. No. So I'm just going to pop this out here. I want to show you that cleaning, okay? This is what I do, genuinely. I would get my cloth and I would simply just run around like that with a microfiber cloth.
That's your pre-filter, isn't it? That sort of gauze, metal gauze bit,
And that stops hairs, etc.
Yes.
And again, then just taking out the HEPA filter, giving this a little rub inside. Now, I'd recommend you do this every 3 to 4 days. Now, remember, do it outside over your bin, okay? And then with the unit itself, what I like to do is just pop that cloth inside here and give that a little rub as well. It's not necessary. It's just what I like to do. It's just one of those little things. And then the filter clicks back in, locks into position, and then that goes into the machine itself.
Yep.
And then that job is done, Rob.
Once
Locked
again,
into position. Close that up.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
For $109.99, ladies and gentlemen, it's launching today. Can I just tell you what this costs if you were to buy it somewhere? Well, I'll do that in a minute. Sorry, I preempted and I got the wrong one. We'll do these first. I'm going to sit down while I do this because I'm getting old, frankly. So it's a 3-in-1 performance vacuum, basically handheld, upright. You can reach up, you can reach down. The digital control auto detection. It knows it detects how much dirt is on the floor or is on the whatever it is, surface it is that you're cleaning, and it then adjusts the power of the vacuum accordingly. So when we've had questions in the past with other vacuums, like which setting should I use, it doesn't matter anymore, because now the vacuum, it's programmed to do or to make that decision for you, basically. Motorized anti-tangle floor head, 29.6 volt lithium ion rechargeable battery, the HEPA 12 filter, lightweight and portable, and a digital motor as well, brushless motor, so it's frictionless, which means, or reduced friction, which means you get more power out of the motor, and also you get less strain on the battery.
Yes.
So it works better for longer.
Exactly, and you were talking about that automatic setting as well on that, so it takes the guesswork out. Because genuinely, if you don't have a machine like this, we do tend to turn your machine on, and it goes on to a standard setting, and then we tend to increase the power.
Because we always think more is more, but it's not always.
Yeah, no. Let this decide for you. Let this do it. This is intelligent. It's more intelligent than than we are, and you will then get longer from your battery. Okay.
Okay, I'll show you the price comparisons in a minute, but we're going to have a little clean-up, aren't we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's go straight here. Now, what I'm going to do is just to show you again how well it works. Listen to the power, and then as I go forward, it starts to notice the dirt. And again, just check this out. As I twist my wrist, and you see that going around, you can see just how well it picks everything
without blowing everything all over the place and spitting it about.
It's brilliant. Now down here I've got pet bedding, I've got tea, I've got broken up bits of biscuit, I've got all sorts down here. Now
I can't see the all sorts. Where are those?
Yeah, you never eat licorice before you go to bed.
Why?
You dream about all sorts. And I know.
Hold on. Let's do another one.
So, again with that plush brush, this is great because you don't have to adjust anything for carpets or your hard floors. You simply go between, because the way the Tower have designed this is that it is the perfect brush for both surfaces.
Yes.
And there is a beautiful job.
That is one clean floor.
Notice you've got the lights on in the front of this as well, so it's lighting up the way. See the way it's turned itself down now, because it's now got no dust and dirt coming through.
Over to the carpet, no adjustment necessary.
Nothing necessary. Again, it recognizes that I've come onto carpet and that there's dirt there, I should say, and ups the power on that as well. Now what I have here is I have porridge oats. Now they come with the big pieces of porridge oat and of course the finer bits of dust as well.
And if anything was going to get flicked around, it would have been those.
It would have been those.
But they're not.
And the porridge oats themselves can be quite uneven and jagged around the edges, so they tend to grab hold of the carpet pile and become a little bit more difficult to actually pick up from the carpet, because they kind of embed themselves ever so slightly into it as well. And there's the job done. Look at the half and half on that. That is a huge, huge difference. And of course, then don't forget as well that we just click a button and this then becomes a handheld. So we have the two tools that come with this. And again, we walk around with it.
Now,
but here is sorry, go ahead.
No, Leslie's saying something about you've got a big pile.
Yes, I do. Yeah, it's just cream I was trying to get for it, but they ran out.
I've got a few jokes about piles, but unfortunately none of them are repeatable on air. Yeah, we're going to clean that up?
We'll do that. We'll do that because we've got some. But I just want to show you here. This is the power button just here, okay? Now, the power button is here because this is where your thumb is when you're holding it, okay? And when you turn it on, then as I turn this up here, now remember, what we have is the battery percentage, 54. We're now 2:15. We started at 12:15. So we've been going for 2 hours, and we've been using both. Well, the other vacuum I haven't really used that much. But I have plugged this in a little bit, but it goes to show you how much it can work. So again, it's on auto. We can see that here.
Hello, auto.
Power. Hello. I can change that mode by touching that. And you can now see that I've got a plus and a minus is lit up. And again, by touching that, speed 2, speed 3, speed 4, speed 5.
And I love the fact the coloured ring
speed
changes
6.
based on how much dirt there is.
On the dirt,
You've got to
there's
check
a lot
out,
of dirt,
folks, we're pushing towards 60%. It's been a very, very busy launch. This brand new today. Alan, would you mind clearing up the rest so we can all go home? Thanks.
Yeah, of course.
I promised you prices. How does our price compare to the rest of the market? Well, Shop on TV are always market beating as far as we know, and we certainly strive to always be that, otherwise we don't go on the air with the products at all. Look at this, at Tower themselves, direct from Tower, you'd pay £149. Very, £149. Argos, you've got £150. And Boots also 150, bar a penny. 139 at Asda, so they were doing the sort of the best deal really, until you come to us. And these are the exact same pans. They are brand new, never owned, straight from the manufacturer, box sealed, completely, just in case there's anyone, oh, you're doing that price, they must be, I don't know, maybe it's been opened or used, or no, brand new, direct from Tower. They literally will be shipped from Tower, from the manufacturer themselves, direct to your home or wherever, whatever address you want them sent to, for £109.99. And if you want to spread the cost over 3 months, 3 PayPal interest-free payments, just select PayPal at checkout, sign into your account, select Pay Later, go through the process. It's a simple process to be approved for the PayPal Pay in 3, and if approved and when approved, the order will go through and it'll be on its way. But remember, you can spend between £30 and £2,000 with PayPal. So if you're buying a vacuum, maybe some pans or some other things you see on our website, maybe you've seen other shows and you thought, oh, I fancy that, you know what, I'm buying this, I might as well get that as well, then you can do so. And also you're going to amalgamate your P&P. The first £4.95 of all of our postage and packing per order is capped. So if there is an additional £1 or £2 or such on top of the bigger, bulkier items, you only pay that extra, you only pay the difference. The £4.95 cap P&P, or the £4.95 part of the P&P is always capped. So do go to shopontv.co.uk and check out now. Please do. And for Carol's benefit, she said what now? She asked if it came preset to auto. Carol, yes, it does. When you switch it on, it will automatically default to auto. Okay, now remember, we're going to go back to our pans. This is the last of the stock. We only have a third of the stock left, ever. This is not the end of the season, this is the end of the series. This exact set, the 13-piece T900160 set, is discontinued. They're not being made anymore after this sells out. There will be maybe some residual stock at the other retailers, but if you go to them, you're going to pay these prices, a lot more. Hopefully I can show you. So for £84 from us, there you go, look at Tower, they're 170, less a penny. Same at House of Fraser, same at Debenham, same at Wallace. At On Buy, they're 148.95. We've got them for £84.99, exact same set. Again, brand new, never used, direct from the manufacturer. They just happen to have updated this set with a new set that hasn't been released yet, but it will shortly, and of course we'll get that set on here as well, but it will not be for that price. This is the last chance saloon, the last opportunity to order these pans right now. So the minute you know you want them, you are in very, very steep competition to get them. We've got hundreds of them, people with them in their baskets, all checking out and trying to get them before they run out. So if you want them, you must check out right away, please, if you want them. If you don't want them or you're not sure and you don't mind risking losing the opportunity to have this particular set at that price, that's down to you. I leave you, you do you, babe. But let's go back to Paul Brodell and Matt from our Warrington studio to show you again just how incredible these pans really are.
Imagine you want to take something out of the oven. Have you ever taken a wet cloth before and tried to take a pan out of the oven?
Yeah, well, my oven glove gets damp and I think, no, yeah, you have to be so careful.
Look at this. Now, again, I just want to show you something which we don't often mention. If you do suffer from stiff joints, anything like that, I promise you, this is worth its weight in gold. If you've got a loved one they've ever burnt their arms and you come out, so use 2 handles.
Oh, yeah.
And look, how much easier is that? You know, you're halving the weight.
Yeah.
You know, it can be very difficult, very heavy, but you're halving the weight, so it is so good. Click, click, done. And don't you just love this oven too?
Yeah, this air fryer, by the way, it is on the show as well, so you can see your details for it. We had to do a double, I know this is going to sound very overly dramatic, but we literally had to do a double take at the price actually on it because we were shocked to see that such a great piece of kit is available to you today, and you can get it right now for $119.99. Knowing what quality Tower brand stands for, and knowing what a huge and amazing 14.5 litre air fryer would normally cost, knowing that you can get it today for $119.99. You got a big window to see inside, so you can see what's cooking. You've got your drip tray. It's $41.55 or $65 rather today on your first of 3 payments on PayPal. That includes your delivery, and you can order it on the phone 0333 241 241 780018. That air fryer is doing us proud. Paul, you've obviously been using your pans with it, haven't you? You've been taking the pans out, adding ingredients, putting them back in. So a great companion. Still sticking with the Tower brand name, but now looking at the Freedom pans. These are compatible, these handles compatible. Not only have they got a guarantee, they've got a 10-year guarantee on the handles and a 5-year guarantee extended on the pans, but the handles are compatible across the Freedom range. So if you've got anything else Freedom, your handles are going to fit. So Paul, you're really mixing it up here,
we certainly are, yeah. We're doing our wonderful cheesy scrambled egg now. That'd be really lovely. I've got our meatballs with our veggies that we're going to do in a minute, just to show the versatility. Then I could add my pasta to that if I had my oven with me, and then I could put some cheese on top, pop the whole thing in the oven. Now here, I will use the big pan in a minute, but I'll show you the cover as well. But I just want to show you our wonderful, imagine cheese sticking. You know how cheese sticks on the edge of a lasagna pan?
Yeah.
Well,
bakes
look,
itself on, and good luck getting it off.
Can you see? It's just coming away. Perfect scrambled egg.
But you're not using loads of oil or butter either, are you?
No, not at all.
The ingredients
it's
going
just
in.
absolutely fantastic. Amazing results every single time. I can't believe how many pieces you're getting for the money.
Oh yeah,
here. And look.
Yeah, 13 pieces in total across the whole range that you're getting. You're getting the 2 different sized saucepans, you're getting the sauté dish, the wok. It's all going on with the 2 handles as well for you.
It is, it really is. Just wash my cloth here, because then I will show you how easy that scrambled egg comes out every single time. Look at this, look.
See, scrambled egg would normally be a nightmare getting stuck.
Oh yeah, totally. And don't forget, we are doing this on induction as well. So look at that. Let's just go there.
Look at that peeling away. Look, it's looking really good. So it's literally peeling away from the side of the saucepan. Peeling away off it, and that'd be a thin piece that would normally stick itself to it. And we're just giving a quick wipe to our saucepans in the studio today to keep the demonstrations going.
Exactly, yeah. Now what I want to do now is show you the big pan.
Oh, this sauteed dish,
No,
yeah?
no, the big
one.
Big saucepan.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
By the way, induction, magnetic.
Yeah,
so you can see that.
So this is, again, really nice strong weight. Can you pass me the saucepan too, the big saucepan?
I can indeed.
Again,
I'll take the lid off, but you've got your 2 silicone
Get your lids.
lids.
It's not a drum, it's a lid, which is great for storing in the oven too. So again, you can feel the quality, the weight. You've got the Serrashore non-stick, and then you've got that wonderful friction bonded base at the bottom, which means that it's suitable for induction as well.
Okay.
So they really are win-win-win.
And we were talking before the show. We both you said it feels good in the hand.
Yeah,
Is that
it
phrase?
really
You said
does.
it feels good in the hand. And they've got a good weight to them in terms of being reassuringly weighty, but they're not heavy.
Yeah.
I struggle to describe, but it feels good in the hand. Like it feels sturdy and substantial, but not heavy. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hope you're not.
Now I'm going to get our pan nice and hot. We're going to do some steak in a minute, but in the meantime, I'm just going to throw in some sauce into our meatballs here.
Right.
And so you can see it really is meals in minutes, isn't it, you know? Which I love. Easy clean up, and then wonderful. We could be putting cheese on top of that, throwing it in the oven.
So there's no sacrificing. You're not thinking, you know, oh gosh, I'm not going to cook that because it's a bit unhealthy because it's got a load of oil in it. You know, you haven't seen us here with butter and oil going in because the Serrashore non-stick is giving us that reassurance. We don't need that lubrication from the oil. So we're not throwing in loads of sunflower oil, etc. And the other thing is, we're not being hard on ourselves thinking, oh, we better not cook that because it's going to be a nightmare to clean. because the clean-up and the washing up, well, is non-existent almost.
No, it really is. Now, you're ready for this sizzle. Look at that, look. That wonderful sizzle. If you notice, I didn't put any oil in there whatsoever. So I will just literally let that sizzle down and turn it over in a second.
That is looking good. How do we like our steak? What's the best way of doing a steak?
Well, I think with ribeyes, medium, I think.
Yeah?
Because it lets the fat...
Medium?
But lets the fat melt a little bit.
Medium towards well done for me, which is
Yeah.
really bad, isn't it? Is that criminal?
Well, look, whatever you like. My gran didn't like to see blood, bless her.
Yeah, I mean, because I was watching Emily in Paris and she ordered her steak well done, and then the chef said, "No, I'm not doing that."
Oh, they don't even give you burgers.
And she said, "Well, hang on, I'm the customer," and he was like, "No, just try it." And then she was like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." So yeah.
Right, so I just want to show you the oven a second.
One day.
So again, if you are suffering from stiff joints, anything like that, you don't have to just use one handle. You can use two. You have security.
Yeah, even if you don't
and you can
need
pop
the
that
two.
down there. That is in the entire chicken. And can you see, that's in the smaller of the two frying pans. Again, just pop them open like so. Close that up. And what I'm going to do now is turn over our
On the show as
steak.
well, that air fryer. You can buy it now if you want. It's a really good version. Details are on the screen on the side. You can see just underneath the main details there. It comes with a rotisserie if you're using that. We're obviously using one of our pans instead, but also it's got the drip tray function. It's got all these different cooking settings, and it is from the amazing Tower brand as well as the pans. Oh, Paul, you know how to treat us. You really do. Yeah, if you weren't hungry before, you are now, right?
Oh, yeah, I know. Well, look at that. Perfection. And that was with no oil whatsoever. Can you imagine doing that at home in your pan without any oil? You have all the amazing caramelization there. Look, already, I've just turned that one over. You can see how, and look, that quick seal, that sizzle. And look, the pan is clean as a whistle. Look at that.
There's no spots and sparkling of oil or fat in there beyond what was in the steak itself.
And can I just say, that caramelisation on that steak, that is flavour, that is taste, that's yum. And that's what you're getting here every single time. Now that's rare, I would say, at the moment. And you just cook it a bit longer, but can you see how nothing is sticking whatsoever? And then we've got our mushrooms and our onions absorbing all the wonderful flavours there. It's just beautiful.
Looking good, and as well at $84.99. You know, this is not a treat, is it? In terms of like, oh gosh, it's a luxurious purchase. I don't know. You know, if you've been in the market for a year or two for some pans, you've been holding off, or you've been thinking, I need to upgrade. You know, or maybe you've been buying cheap pans, and it's the age-old phrase. You probably know the one I'm going to say: buy cheap, buy twice. You know, but you know, here, buy at great value. Buy once, because you've got your guarantee on the handle for 10 years, and then the pans themselves on a 5-year guarantee. And also, you might be thinking, I haven't got enough space, and I've got my cupboards are full of all my tins and my jars, and I like to stock up on the 2-for-1 deals. Well, don't panic, because these nest away beautifully. They literally nest in each other, and it's the detachable handle that means it's really convenient for going from hob to oven to air fryer to dining room table, but it's also the detachable handle that means that they're small enough to nest and store in your cupboard. $84.99 is an incredible price. How do we know that? It's because we've seen the quality of the Tower name and the quality of the pans, and we're considering at $149.99. What if we were buying these, or what if somebody else was buying these at the normal price? We'd probably say, do you know what? Pat on the back, fair play to you, mate. Well done, you've got a good set of pans there. 13 pieces, $149.99. It's a good brand name. But these are $84.99. Don't miss out.
So I've just done our barbecue creamy sauce to go on the top, like so, with our caramelized to go with our steak and our onions and our mushrooms in there, loads of flavour in there. And I'm really trying to get the pan as hot as I can, because I always love showing the worst scenario. Now, we've done our steak without any oil. You saw how you got that wonderful caramelization. We're now going to pop on our creamy sauce, but I'm purposely not going to do that when I do it, because can you see see how that cleans it.
Yes.
I'm going to really try and let it burn on and just
So you can leave a bit behind.
leave a bit behind.
Okay, I've got you, Paul.
Oh,
What a meal! What a meal!
wish
How
you
much is
had
that in a restaurant?
smell-o-vision. Well, 25 quid.
Yeah.
You see, so four of you go out and have steak at 25 quid a head. You've nearly paid for the pan set.
You have,
you
haven't
know?
you? Yeah,
It's
84.99.
incredible, isn't it?
Piece pan set. So again, we're going worst case scenario on our pan, but look at this, a golden glistening sauce on a beautiful steak.
Just gonna
Caramelised
burn. Our
steak.
meatballs are ready. Oh, goody, goody. How good.
How are you doing this, Paul? You're like juggling, you're literally
Juggling.
juggling plates and pans.
Look at that. But we
We're
have
burning
cooked
that
up
on.
wonderful food, excellent. Nothing has stuck. I've virtually washed up as how we've gone along. Look at that, look. How
Meatballs, goulash
gorgeous
style.
is that? Nothing sticking whatsoever. I'm going to take you back to what I would almost call like the disaster, isn't it? But look,
Yeah.
nothing sticking.
But look, it's burnt there.
Whatsoever.
You can imagine that would have burnt and stuck on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more part to show you. The plot thickens, as we say. And I tell you what, unless you actually put super glue or something on these, I bet you even certain glues wouldn't stick to this. But certainly any food substances that we know of, you just can't stick them to this. We're down to the last 30% of the stock now. We're about 2:30 in the morning. I don't know if the last 30% will sell out before, certainly before, I don't think it will before I get off air. But also, a lot of people do come back the next day. They watch us, they rewatch the show on YouTube. By the way, if you want to subscribe to us on YouTube, at ShopOnTV Live is our handle, at ShopOnTV Live. If you're up now and want them, please check out straight away. And I can only ask that because otherwise you might miss them. This is what you get. You get an 18 and a 20 centimetre saucepan, 24 and 28 centimetre frying pans, the multi-pan or the saute pan, or it's bakeware as well as roasting tin and also a saute pan for the hob, 28 centimetres and then 28 centimetre wok. There is a lid that will fit all three of the 28 centimetre pans, separate lids for the 18 and 20 centimetre saucepans. You get the detachable handles that lock onto the pan, and you get the 18 and 20 centimetre silicone lids for storing things in the saucepans in the fridge or even the freezer if you so desire. All dishwasher safe. It's the Black Diamond non-stick coating, 7 times stronger than regular non-stick. In fact, it's infused into the metal, so that, basically this is not something that's going to peel or flake, and if you can stick something to that, you're a better person than we are, because it's as tough as it gets, folks. It really is. And it is PFOA free. Yeah, that's the nasty stuff apparently you don't want in your non-stick. Detachable handles as well, so you can move the pan from the hob to the oven, to the table, and then to the fridge. And you can even use 2 handles on one pan if it's particularly heavy and you want the extra sort of ease of carriage. On the hob, in the oven, on the table, as I said. And you can stack these because the handles come off. They don't get in the way when they're on the hob. It means you can use things, if you've got, one of our viewers earlier was saying their little desktop, what kind of, like a compact oven they've got. These are great for that. Combi oven, but also again they stack into a drawer neatly and easily. Also, if you're leaving them out on display, as I'm going to do with my set, on my little, I bought a little shelf so I can actually have them to hand and ready to go whenever I need them. All hob types, including induction, Arga, Rayburn, all of that, and they can be safely heated in the oven up to 230 degrees. Who ever cooks anything at 230? I've never seen a recipe that goes up to 230. My oven doesn't even go up to 220 degrees. It only go 30 degrees. It only goes up to 220. And what was that, Leslie? Maybe your Yorkshire puddings, when you heat the fat up to get it super hot. Okay. Or your toad in the hole. Again, if your oven goes up that high. $84.99. This is the last of the stock. Once this stock sells out, we're down to literally the last 30%. Once this sells out, it will not be back. You will not see these pans ever again on ShopOnTV. It's the end of the line for these. There'll be a new set that's coming out. You know, they've probably changed a few bits and bobs and whatever. There'll be a new and a different offer that we'll get to you as soon as it's released. But for now, it's last chance saloon on the T900 160 Freedom 13-piece set. There will be, now if you miss them here, you could still get them if you go, oh no, I really wanted them. But unfortunately, these are the prices you'll be paying elsewhere. As of 10:20 last night, Tower, excuse me, have them for $169.99, as do House of Fraser, Debenhams and Wallace. On Buy had them for $148.95. But again, still, our price pales into significant savings, or I don't know however you want to put that. $84.99. It's been the unbeatable price. It's been the market-beating price since we first featured these. We've cut off our noses to spite our faces. You know, we literally very little markup on these pans at all for your benefit. They're kind of a bit of a loss leader, really, but they are the pans you can punish. They're the pans you can put through their paces. They're the pans that will just stand by and last you and work for you and support your cooking needs, no matter how, or no matter what it is, no matter how tough it is. These are the pans for you. I'm not going to do this because I'll destroy the display. They're a nice weight. They're not too heavy. They're not as heavy as cast iron. They're not as light as a thin aluminium. They're kind of right in between. Also, you know, for $84.99, that's kind of what I would consider a starter price for a set of pans, right? So if I were going to, if it was my first home, I think when I moved into my first place, I spent about 70 or 80 quid. Because you think, well, all right, but they were rubbish. They were rubbish. Terrible pans. But you go, well, you get what you pay for, you get what you expect. But this is a £170 pan set. The other retailers, 150 us normally. You're just not paying that for it. So actually you are getting a mid to premium range pan set for an entry level price. And it's just legit. It is. It's as transparent as we can make it. I haven't spoken to anyone who's got these pans who doesn't love them. I love them. That's why I'm getting them as well. So check out as soon as you can. If you're awake right now and want them, you've got to pay. Because otherwise, by tomorrow, I don't know if these will be back for another show. They're going to be back for a quick mention on another show, because there's not enough stock left, because once it's sold out forever. End of series, the end. So please check out now as we watch the final part of Tower the Pans.
Now, salmon always is going to stick, right? Is this the one that really does stick today?
No, not at all. I'm that confident always of how good this is. It's just starting to sizzle now. And while we're waiting for that, I'm going to do the quickest scrambled egg you've ever had.
Meanwhile, the air fryer's working hard. Or is it working hard? It's not. It's just gently kind of humming away in the background. The Tower name as well, gracing itself on there. 14.5 inch is the Vortex. Amazing deal here for you in the 5-in-1 digital air fryer. The clear digital display. You've got the big window so you can see inside. The drip as well. It looks good, right? Looks good. Well, yeah. A member of our team, Tina, she's got that one at home, and she likes quality.
Oh, she absolutely loves it.
That's why she hangs around with you, Paul.
There you go. We're very
she's
good
your buddy. Good guy.
And look at this. Look, so I'm just going to turn over our salmon, and I've just put our egg mix in there. But look, this is sliding around. Now, you saw me wipe that out. I didn't add any oil to it. True. Look at that wonderful sizzle. Just turn that one over again. Look at that. Look. Wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
how
look at the
good
colour.
is that?
Now that's the salmon pink, isn't it? You know. So cooking,
so
but not
good.
burning, searing anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you really can cook beautiful, making, you know, wonderful meals, healthy meals at a fraction of the price a lot of the time of buying all these ready meals. Yeah. And you know exactly what's going in. Oh, I forgot my scrambled egg.
Well, yeah, you know you're not adding any salt in, you know.
Look at that, look. Look, well, I almost forgot my scrambled egg, but look, can you see
but it's fine, no
how
problem.
nothing's stuck whatsoever?
Yeah, it's just a lovely colour, that. Oh, it's beautiful.
There you go. Now, wonderful. Put that on there like so. Just give it a quick wipe out. Now, we're talking scrambled egg. You remember scrambled egg pan? You know, when you look at the pan, how just brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, my old metal saucepans when I first moved out got a room. I'd be there soaking. It was rice, white rice, and scrambled egg was the nightmare. That's what it was. But here with these, with your Cerashore ceramic, you have no problems. As it says there, full flexibility in the kitchen, but you've got the freedom to be cooking, making, storing, transferring to the oven at 260 degrees, transferring to the fridge, using the silicone lids, using the regular lids. This is so versatile, and it is such a treat without being a treat, isn't it? It's not a sort of luxurious price. It's like an everyday purchase for something you're going to use every day, but but for a really good price at the same time. So $149.99 usually, down to $84.99 now. And I say now because deals aren't always, we might be here long term with this deal. This might be something we can bring back for you one day, but you just never know, do you? So the best time to get something is when you know you need it, but also when you know it's available. And if we're on the telly now with it, it's available. So incredible.
Sorry, I must just show you this.
Paul.
Now, I'm really, really hot pan. Caramel, if you've ever burnt caramel before, but can you see, look, that is normally you'd throw it in the bin. I might have to throw my spatula in the bin afterwards, but look how it's just not sticking at all. It's just literally running down. This is toffee. You know, that's, you know, it turns to, actually, you know, gravy brownie is just burnt sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
And you think, my goodness.
The sugar would burn and stick. And
it really does
awful,
stick.
Wouldn't it?
So I'll grab my...
These pans.
Yeah.
These pans are doing it. So yeah, you've got your lids here. We put a lid on the wok at the moment. You know, just checking it was the wok because it could have been the sauté dish. Searing that salmon in. But you also
I might have ruined my cloth.
Oh no!
But look in the pan.
That's such a powerful demonstration, though, isn't it? To show what's on the
my
cloth.
I can remember years ago, I used to be like the comic chef for James Martin, and he would always do spun sugar in a stainless steel pan, and I would literally be soaking it to death.
Yeah.
After, you know. Now I want to show you a really good little demo here. If we've got some water, and you just put a tiny bit in there, and then I'm going to virtually steam our fish, even though we've sealed it, so we've got that caramelisation. Can you see all the steam build up there? And that will steam it and superheat it, and then that makes sure your vegetables are cooked too.
So we can see the vent here. You can see the steam coming out of the vent, and then that gap there that's obviously for your handle, where your detachable handles going off and on. But solid lids here. So you've got the lid that's going to go on, because they're the same size, aren't they? So your lid on your wok and your
they're all
sauté
28
dish.
centimetre, which is just brilliant. So look at that.
Saucepans as well.
How good is that? So instead of using all that unhealthy oil, we've done it with, we've done what, you know, less than 10 minutes, isn't it? But and look how beautiful that
Tasty, healthy, no clean-up
ready for that one
necessarily.
Yeah, the clean-up is a dream. So you're really investing in yourself, investing in the amount of time you spend washing up, and how good
I've been loving
is
it.
that?
I'm so pleased for those of you getting these now, because honestly, because you know when it's something we buy just in case, or we buy it as a luxury, so it might be like a problem fixer, and we think, do you know what, I'm going to get one of those, because you never know. A bit like the air compressor I bought for my car, for my tyres. It's in the boot because you never know, yeah? But this is something that you're buying that you know you're going to use straight away, out of the box. And it's also, you're going to know how to use it. How many things have you bought where you've been a bit scared to get it out of the box? Well, this is one of those things that you're going to unpack this straight away, because, it's fry-up time, is it?
It certainly is. Fry-up time. There you go. I've got our flat sausages.
Favourite.
In the other one, I'm going to do some of our little meatballs.
It's quick. Do you know, the 2.5 mil base, remember, is even distribution of heat. That's what it's giving you, the even distribution of heat. The Cerashore means that the ceramic is non-stick.
Look how quick that is.
Look at it cooking away.
You know, this is incredible, isn't it? This is really superb cooking, easy clean up. We've gone straight from no oil salmon fillets to doing our fry up. It's just wonderful. We've got an amazing plethora of different pans here, from your big cottage pies, your stir fries you can be doing. It's just wonderful.
Any hob type as well. So if you've just tuned in, you're thinking, but I cook on gas, so these going to be all right on gas? Yes, they are. I cook on electric. What about me? Yep, you'll be fine. And also, you've got your induction hobs working as well, because these are induction bases. So induction, gas and electric, any hob type, and it's £30.31 over 3 payments with your PayPal Pay in 3. And show us the handle again.
Yeah,
so easy,
so
isn't it?
simple. So you literally place it on, click it closed, that's it. Then you flick it open, then you press the button, voila.
Wonderful. On, click. I'm left-handed, but I can still do it with my right hand. There you go, the lock. So unlock, click, off. On, lock, click, in. So you can use them both if you want. You give yourself a little bit of an extra helping hand. Oh, by the way, if you've got anything else from the Freedom range, or you're thinking, I like this brand, I might buy more Freedom stuff in the future, those handles will work across the whole Freedom range. They're okay, they're universal. Oh, look at the bacon.
Wonderful. Bacon, wonderful. Just brilliant. Let me see, have we got an egg left in here?
I wonder what made Paul think of eggs, because we've got sausage patties, we've got bacon. Oh yeah, an egg, yeah, it's a natural...
And then this is where we need to use the lid again, because the steam will cook it.
Okay, let me do that for you. Here we go. Ready, steady.
There you go, pop that on there. Yep.
Here we are.
Sits perfectly within seconds, and the natural steam then will cook it on the top too. Now again, we're doing, you know, I love the size of these pans, the height. And don't forget, you can even do cakes and bread in them.
Right.
Don't ever think of them as just frying pans. They're saucepans, they're pie dishes, they're casserole dishes, because of course you can put them all in the oven as well.
So they up to 260.
Really do come into their own.
And they all nest, because that removable handle comes off, they all nest snugly into your saucepan. So easy to clean because of the Cerashore ceramic, and it's 0333241241, and you want to spread the cost with PayPal, you can. $84.99 is our price today, negotiated down from $149.99, and it's $30.31 on 3 payments, including your postage if you're PayPal paying in 3. You can order these on our website so easily. It's shopontv.co.uk, or you can phone us 0333241241, and it's 530956 to order now on your item number top left hand side. 10-year warranty on the handles, 5-year extended warranty on the actual pans themselves if you're registering on the pans on the website, and you're going to use these so much every single day for different things throughout the day. And you've got your silicone stretch covers as well as the lids that come with your pans too. Do you know, maybe it's your cooking skills that you're thinking, oh, it's my fault I burned that, it's my fault the bottom of the beans seared themselves to the pan, it's my fault my omelettes are never right, it's my fault my pancakes are rubbish. No. You know, try these pans, get them home, experience, oh, look at that. Experience the Cerashore ceramic non-stick, and I'm hoping, it's a bit of a bold statement, but watch yourself become a king or a queen or a prince or a princess of that kitchen. Or a chef like Paul.
Look at that, so we've just used the steam to cook the egg. It is fantastic. And you know, some people like asparagus, don't they? So we're just going to go straight into asparagus. Bit of greenery there. Oh, you just love asparagus. Yeah. So imagine we're doing asparagus with our meatball sauce. We could have that on our pasta. Just brilliant. Again, the brand that you can trust.
Yeah, 1913.
How many years they've been going for.
You don't stick around that long by doing a rubbish job. So, you know, British company, British design, British innovation, flying the British flag, and knowing that we're buying quality. It's a tower name since 1930. That asparagus looks golden and lovely, glistening.
I'm just going to do the quickest cheese sauce to go over the top.
Nothing's ruined.
Look at that, look.
Look at what we've made as well.
We've
steak
got
and
nachos there too.
Omelette.
It is just brilliant.
Do you know, if you've been thinking about upgrading your pan set, think no longer. This is it. When are you going to see a better pan set with a better name at a better price? That's the questions, isn't it? $84.99, negotiated by the ShopOnTV team, down from $149.99. So if you'd be happy at $149.99, and you know that you'd love these pans, and more to the point, you need a new set of pans, then go for it. At $84.99, don't miss out. Whether you are, you know, maybe looking at, because nearly hitting 50 now, I first moved out, my pan's like 20-something years old. I'm thinking, you know, the oldest ones. Now I've upgraded one here and one there, and I've got a new frying pan over the years and treated myself here and there. But are you like that? Oh, look at this.
Yeah, wow. Sauce over there.
Oh,
and it's over our nachos too.
What would you say to anybody, Paul, that's just about to
Do you
order?
know
but
what?
they
I
haven't
think
quite?
if you want to get inspired, if you want to cook wonderful meals, if you want effortless cleaning up afterwards, wonderful space storage as well, get rid of all your old pans that don't, are not on stick anymore, and replace them with these wonders. So versatile with that interchanging lid. Also, if you're camping, caravanning, anything like that, wonderful, because you've got such versatility, especially being able to pop them in the oven as well.
So if everyone checks out now, we're almost oversubscribed actually, and that'll be that. But look, I don't want to sort of overstate, so I will say there will probably be some of these left, during the day, possibly just enough for another show, about 100 or so. It'll be quick. I mean, if we show these, if they get one more airing, if they don't sell out later in the day, then they will be gone completely next time. So now it literally it's potentially your penultimate chance. But 2 paydays to Christmas. You get so much in this set. 18, 20 centimetre saucepans, 20 centimetre frying pan, 28 centimetre frying pan, 28 centimetre multi-pan. Saute pan, really. But saute pan, yes, you can saute in it, or saute things in it. Saute means jump in French, by the way, or to toss. And that's what you do with that pan. But there's the wok as well. But you can use all of this as bakeware for your cakes and breads and such, for your sweet treats. You can use it for roasting. You could put whole chicken in that multi-pan and bung it into oven. So if you don't have a roasting, why buy an extra roasting tin when you've got one, essentially, or extra bakeware? Because I bought bakeware, I bought saucepans, I bought it all. And I spent 3 times as much as I needed to, because it's all together in this set. And that's because you can go to the oven, from the hob to the oven. And the non-stick, you just can't stick to this non-stick. The Black Diamond non-stick coating, we haven't managed to anyway. 7 times stronger compared to regular non-stick coatings. So your pan requires little to no oil for healthier cooking. And again, it's infused into the surface. It's sort of almost becomes part of the metal. Detachable handles on the hob, in the oven, on the table, in the fridge. Double handle it, double it if you want, doubling up for those heavier items. And you can go from the hob to the oven to the table and even to the fridge. The same handle works with all Freedom pans. And if you buy more Freedom pans individually in the future, these handles will work with them too. 10-year guarantee on those handles, 5-year guarantee on the pans. You just register the extended warranty with Tower so they know how long you've had them. Stackable and space saving, because you can take the handles off, you can literally stack one pan into the next, like a matryoshka, which is the stackable Russian doll. Matryoshka, it's called, yes. Which means is it grandmother? Something like that. Yeah. And I should know, I'm supposed to speak Russian. Suitable for all hob types, induction, gas, electric, ceramic and halogen, Arga, Rayburn. You could even probably use these on an open fire if you went camping, if you so desired. And with the non-stick, you could probably clean them up. You know what? Maybe for cubs and scouts and what do they call those? Brownies and Girl Guides and things like that. Or maybe you're just an avid camper. I know I like to camp it up from time to time. You could go glamping. Superior non-stick coating, detachable. Well, this is just a summary. Detachable, soft touch handles, stackable and space saving, suitable for all hob types. And yes, you don't need to put them in the dishwasher. Frankly, it's redundant. Why waste the space in your dishwasher? Little warm water, little bit of dish soap, wipe it around. Job's a good one. $84.99 for all of it in a wonderful gift box. If you were to go now anywhere else to buy this, certainly these are the places we've looked at. These are the sorts of prices you'll be paying. $170 less a penny. At Tower, House of Fraser, Debenhams and Wallace. On Buy, I've got them for $148.95. Now, we sell much faster than these retail stores do in general, usually. So, you know, tonight, the hundreds of you that have bought from us, it's unlikely that a Tower, even the Tower website themselves, or House of Fraser or Debenhams or Wallace or On Buy, would sell several hundred in a week, or even perhaps a month, or even perhaps longer than that, I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is that when these run out here, which they will very shortly. If there's any, whatever the dregs that are left over from tonight's airing will go into one more show, and they'll be sold out, and these will not be returning. It's end of line. These are now discontinued. Once they sell out from us, you won't be able to buy them. You will still be able to buy them probably at those other retail stores because they will sell them at a slower rate. But you will pay the bigger price. So if you want the savings at $84.99, get these from us now. If you do want them but you're not sure yet and you're willing to risk running out and selling out, then that's fine, but you will pay the higher price. So if money's no object, that's up to you. If money is an object, buy these now. But you've got to check out, you've got to press buy, because if you don't, these are gonna fly. Get your tower pans right now. You order them on our website. You can order by the phone. You can invite Alan Ennis to talk about something that rhymes with phone. Pan. Yeah. Hello, mate. You've got these, haven't you? Or the previous set.
Yes, I have the previous set. I love them. Right. So you give me, sir, £170, which they are in Debenhams. So £170, you're going to have wonderful pots and pans. Okay, you'll be happy with them. Give me £25 more of your money, and I'll also give you this vacuum as well. £195.98, both of them for less than £200. That is absolutely incredible value. Amazing. So why not pick up the two of them? It's
brilliant. For sure. And you also pay the capped P&P, plus there's a couple of quid extra. Yeah. There's there's £2 extra on this and £1 extra on this.
Less than £200.
Yeah.
You will, well, around
both of these, £7.95 postage and packing.
202 quid.
Yeah. So, yeah, give us the summary on the vacuum.
Right, okay, so here's the big shots about this, okay? So the VL100, it is the optimum, 29.6 volts of power, up to an hour worth of running. Motorized anti-tangle, all floor brush.
An hour because of the power of tower?
Power of tower for an hour. You've also then got your digital touchscreen display, an automatic action on this as well. So as you go along, if it finds dirt, it will speed itself up and up its power. When then there's less dirt, it will turn the power down, optimizing the amount of runtime you get. 29.6 volts of lithium-ion rechargeable battery. It is handheld, as you can see as well, and you've got those two tools with it. It comes with its own stand and the two of those little extras that you get, the brush and the crevice tool, sit on that stand for you, and there it is, just there. How great does that look? You get a 3-year warranty with it as well. HEPA 12 multi-cyclonic powered brush head, lights on the front of it as well. It really does go on and on and on. I can tell you now, for 110 quid, that's a deal. It really is a steal.
This is like buying a BMW. So with BMW, from what I understand, I've never bought one. Amazing cars, but you have to. What you get as standard, you have to add a lot of extra stuff in. Yeah. So it's like buying any car, where you like, okay, I want this extra, and I want that extra, and that extra. Oh, there's that one as well. So in America, I don't know if I mentioned I used to live in America, but I don't. This is not a term I've never heard it here. They will sell a car and they will call it fully loaded. Yeah. So that means all the added extras are already included in the price. And that's what you've got with this oven, isn't it? With this vacuum. With this vacuum.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. And the thing is that, you know, you look at some car manufacturers, as you said, some of the higher end ones, you do have to add a load of stuff to them. Yeah. Whereas if you buy the brands, the lesser brands, which are still great cars, everything is part of it. And that's exactly what's happening here. You're getting absolutely everything. There's nothing that this vacuum doesn't have that I would want to have. It really does have it all.
All I can really say is, you've got to check out. Get to the checkout.
Get to the checkout.
You've got to check out. You've got to check out. Thank you, Al.
That's been a pleasure.
It has been, and what a wonderful show. I'll see you Thursday. I'm covering for Sean and Haley on Thursday, and I'm actually off the whole weekend because I'll be shooting up in Warrington.
I'll be here.
But Al will be taking over, so he'll see you soon. Bye.